Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and we are playing You and Him, a Yandere visual novel. YouTube, you're not stinky. Actually, in fact, Twitch forgot to take their shower today. I can smell them from over here. Middle of nowhere, 3:32 p.m. Now I can open the preferences. Okay, we're back. In other news, the hit boy band Cake will be playing live tomorrow night at the Sanita Alley Stadium in Park Bend, Arizona. You think they all have really big butts for them to call the boy band Cake? Or is it more like Cake by the Ocean? According to our sources, concert tickets sold out within seconds of their initial online release date, despite the fact that a massive influx of these users caused the website itself to crash. Luckily, they managed to get the site up and running again, but many people were upset, since they were forced to log back in, and many missed out on buying tickets because of this. Thousands took to Twitter to vent their frustrations, while others made light of the situation by making and sharing memes. Many of these posts went viral and got Sanita Alley Stadium trending for 3 days straight on Twitter itself. It's actually called X now. Actually, the DJ lets out a huff of breath. I can't believe what I'm seeing these reports. Can you, Kenny? The car's radio crackles and a news voice joins in on the conversation, his tone coming across as both jovial and borderline cartoonish. None the slightest, and I'm just as stunned as you are. It's fascinating to see these young men who started from modest backgrounds rise to take the world by storm. At first, their asses were only fitting a small, now extra large. I don't think I've seen a boy band craze this bad since the 90s and early 2010s, but I don't think those even compare to what we're seeing today. Don't you agree, Bob? Bob, the first radio DJ who spoke, lets out a giant guffaw. What's a guffaw?
Like a big laugh.
Woo! Boy, is that an understatement. Even my husband adores their latest hit single, The Way You Make Me Sway, which is saying something. He did say a thing. I thought your husband hated modern day music. My point exactly. If they can make my husband love their sound, then you know they've got that something special that old men like him and I can't even ignore. When they start playing Cake's latest single, you turn down the dial on the radio, choosing instead to focus on the long stretch of road before you. Wait, are you telling me I turned up the radio when the music wasn't on? Yo, I'm blasting ads, horrible radio chit-chat, but when the music starts, I'm like, fuck this. Wait 15 minutes before the ads come back. The blistering heat already makes it hard to concentrate, and you don't need the added distraction. Especially considering you've driven almost 323 miles, thanks to your aunt's pleas to gather up all your uncle's valuables and drop them off at his new apartment in the next 6 towns over, and are now on the return drive home sans guns. Is that an Undertale reference? I haven't played that game, so let me know, chat. You tried turning her down, but your mom called and forced you to agree. Oh, mother. Something about being a good relative and mentions of past actions where your aunt almost didn't treat you like dirt and yada yada yada. She did give me that piece of cheese one time for my birthday, chat. At that point, you just want to hang up and go back to your hermit crab lifestyle. That's what I do, chat. See, the secret to not getting blackmailed by your mother once you move out, chat, is just you don't pick up the phone. It's great. So you agreed and took an obscene amount of guns from your aunt to give to your uncle. Wait, excuse me, guns. I'm driving a car full of guns. America. Due to the terms and conditions of their divorce, the judge ruled that since your aunt got ownership of the house, your aunt needed to fork over her collection of guns and hand them over to your uncle. Excuse me? That doesn't seem like a very good thing to do. Recently divorced husband gets 100 guns. Getting the aforementioned guns out of her house was a nightmare. The woman kept screaming every time you loaded the guns into your car. You had to restrain her when she kept trying to lunge for your trunk, saying he wouldn't know if 1 or 2 were missing. When you refused to budge on the matter, she became inconsolable and ran inside the house, shutting herself in the bathroom for a solid 20 minutes before you needed to leave. I'm really confused that it's the woman with the guns. Normally, it's always the guys who have the guns, but I mean, you could be a gun gal. That's fine. When she returned, her demeanor returned to normal. Oh, good. Well, at least for her. Relatives are weird, man. Take a little hydrate, chat. Speaking of weird, how long was this stretch of road again? Could have sworn it was a heck of a lot shorter the first go around. Ugh, not to mention you needed to pee. You need to pee. Well, grab the bottle, bro. Grab the piss bottle. You got one in the corner, don't you? Bros. Doesn't everybody have a piss bottle in their car? Empty 3-liter bottle? No? You regret not stopping by the gas station 50 miles back, actively choosing to ignore the huge warning sign that said, next gas station in 100 miles. Terrible decision, considering the current state of your bladder. I mean, or you could just step outside and piss. You mull over your lack of options when something in the distance catches your attention. Oh, I could be a girl. But then you could still just go outside and piss. Get a funnel. Get a funnel, Ghost. Suction cup funnel. As your car eats up the distance between you, you make the shape of a large lumbering figure walking along the side of the road, with their thumb jutted out and raised above their head. Huh. What's a hitchhiker doing all the way out here? Your bladder quakes. Never mind, you don't have time for this. Run them over. Not to mention the fact that your mother always warned about shady hitchhikers. Letting this man into your car reeks of future trouble. Best to avoid a situation like that altogether. When you pull right up behind him, you notice a distinct limp to his walk and blood blooming out from his pant leg. What? Dude, he's on his period. You gotta stop and help him. Get him a pad. Seeing his injury causes guilt to settle in. He's clearly hurt and needs help. There's no one else around but you, but I really don't want blood on my car seats. That's a hard one. You know, if he has a towel, still. You wrestle with your options when he suddenly collapses into a heap on the side of the road. Shit. There goes your self-preservation. You park just a ways ahead of him and launch out of the driver's seat praying to a god you don't believe in that he's okay. When you reach him, you fall to your knees and gently nudge his shoulder, only to garner no response. Oh, wow. He's pretty... Wow. Come on, please be okay. You lean down and press your head against his chest. You feel it rise and fall on the sound of a faint heartbeat. Oh, good, he's alive. Good, he's still breathing. You sit back up and try gently shaking his shoulder again. Wait. Is he wearing reverse fishnets right now? Wait, chat.
It's reverse fishnet.
This is a reverse fishnet.
No.
What the fuck? That's kind of kinky, dude.
How is it reverse?
It's reverse because it's not on his fucking legs.
That's not reverse.
This is on his arm. Who wears fishnet arms?
They're fishnet gloves. That's normal. Not
Those
normal.
ain't no gloves.
Normal. That's a thing.
I don't know. Neko Femboy Uwu just said they wear fishnet,
I would too.
reverse fishnets. Unless it's a full bodysuit of fishnet. That'd be pretty based. Sir, can you hear me? I'm going to have to perform CPR. Open your mouth. You're awakening? I still need to perform it. Why'd you add so much tongue, sir? He's also conscious. Another good sign. Don't worry, sir. I'm going to call for help, okay? You pull out your cell phone, ready to dial the emergency helpline, when a hand latches onto your wrist in a vice-like grip, and the man beneath you adjusts himself into a sitting position. You're taken aback by the man's fierce gaze glaring at you through a veil of raven-colored hair. Don't call anyone. I'm fine. Oh, alright, Daddy. Yes, but... Nails dig into your forearm. Not enough to draw blood, but enough to warn you he means business. I said I'm fine. Listen to the... Excuse me. Excuse me,
Wow.
game? Excuse... What do you mean? Bro's digging his fingernails, drawing blood, and I'm gonna be like, hey, sexy man. Call anyway and stand your ground. Well, I mean... Chat, let's just commit. Let's just commit. Listen to the sexy man. You lower your phone, exiting out of the phone app without a second glance at the screen. Alright, but at least let me take a look at your leg. He visibly relaxes at your compliant nature and nods, leaning back so you can roll up his pant leg and examine the damage lying underneath. Blood coats the wound on his leg. You can't even see the extent of the injury when there's so much. You need to cut it clean off. Oh, okay. It did not say cut it off clean, by the way. We're gonna need to amputate this, sir, right here and now. Wait right here. I'm gonna go get my bone saw. You head for your car and locate the box cutter knife. Oh, this is gonna be a not clean cut, chat. We're gonna have to saw for a while. Hopefully the blades don't break. Cutting off the bottom half of your shirt, you grab the once cold but now warm water bottle. It's a good thing I filled it with piss. Nice and extra warm. You brought with you for your mini road trip and use it to soak the stray piece of fabric. Oh, I mean, is piss sterile? I'm pretty sure it's not. You toss your box cutter back out of the driver's seat before returning to the hitchhiker. Hitchhiker looks up upon hearing your approaching footsteps. He watches his eyes widen into the equivalent of large saucers. His lips slightly parted in surprise as his gaze zeroes in on the new patch of exposed skin. He studies the shape of your body, tracing over each and every part of you with new eyes. I'd appreciate if you took me out to dinner first before you did that, sir. You grow flustered at the attention, but you also don't hate it. My man is bleeding out right now. Stop checking me out. It's nice in a way. Don't tell me you're blushing at me, bro. You're a little disappointed when he averts his gaze, wondering if you misinterpreted the situation, till he bites at his bottom lip as if he's done something naughty. Oh. Your heart flutters at the implications. His reaction's kind of cute. Oh, good time to join, Hexel II. You lower yourself to his level and try to ignore the blush spreading across your own cheeks. He's really attractive, a fact that you couldn't help but notice when you rushed to his side and saw that intense expression, like an arrow striking through your helpless little heart. But that's not the only thing that garnered your attention. This hitchhiker is Adam, the lead singer of Cake?
Is this
Let me...
Wattpad?
Yo, let me see that cake, boy. Turn around, do a spin.
This is from Wattpad.
Also, bro, what are you doing out here in the middle of nowhere? Why, you're a boy band singer. What's he doing all the way out here in the middle of nowhere? So, I couldn't help but notice this, but you're Adam, right? The hitchhiker hesitates before nodding. Okay. Oh my god, chat. He's running away. They really are just trapping femboys for boy bands nowadays. They're locking them up in basements, training them to be good femboy boy bands. Oh my, it's over. He's escaping. The manager's gonna come after me soon. Oh no. Okay, so I don't mean to sound rude, but what are you doing all the way out here? Asking strangers for rides? All the femboys in chat, you better be careful. Someone's after you. Someone wants to turn you into a boy band.
No.
Chat, if they turn you into a boy band, you'll never see another boy again. You'll never be able to live your life gay and free, okay? Only horny, sex-starved women will be in your face 24/7. And you'll have to beat them back with a stick. Okay? Like Spider-Man and that grandma one time. All for a can of cranberry. Adam rubs the back of his head, almost sheepish in his answer. I accidentally drove my car into a ditch a few miles back. I forgot my phone at the studio, so I couldn't really reach out and call anyone. Figured on the off chance that someone drove by, I could bum a ride. Bum. Show me your ass. He smiles then. Guess I got lucky you showed up when you did. You're a lifesaver. You're almost blinded by that smile. No wonder his fangirls go crazy. Too bad he's gay. Urging your pounding heart to calm down, you try concentrating on the conversation at hand. You get started on cleaning his leg. Or maybe he's the ultimate being possible. He's bisexual. You need to focus. Oh, was the crash how you got hurt? Adam shakes his head. Cut my thigh open while hiking with my friends a couple of weeks ago. One of the tree branches was a little too sharp. Gave me this as a souvenir. The doctor stitched me up, but I guess it tore back open since I started walking. He chuckles to himself. I didn't even notice, if you can believe it. Surprised to hear this, considering he's got a performance going on later tomorrow night. He's giving off big himbo energy, chat.
Those titties, yeah.
Yeah, with those titties, himbo. Surely he should let it heal before going back on stage. Well, hopefully when I drive you back to town... Excuse me. Hopefully when I drive you back to town, we can get you to a doctor to get taken care of. I'm sorry I can't do anything else in the meantime. Don't worry. You've been a big help. You flush at his praise. The smoothness of his voice and the way he says that makes you feel things... Makes you feel things you haven't felt in a long time. In places you haven't felt in a long time. Okay, excuse me. I am not this down bad, brother. I've got bitches. Whoever this MC is has not got bitches, okay? Oh my god. Excuse me, what do you mean by in places you haven't felt in a long time? What is that, my ear? My earlobe? I guess no one's touched that in a while. Is he wet willying me? Chat, what is going on? His willy is wet? Oh god. Oh. Okay. You attempt to focus on the task at hand, wiping away the thick, congealed blood, but it's hard to concentrate with all you can think about is the fact that your hands are near his thighs and... his foot? What? What am I getting all nervous about? His toes? Oh gosh, you're turning beet red from the thought alone. Excuse me, am I looking at his dick? What is happening? What is happening, chat? Chat?
Taking advantage of him.
I'm a little worried. This game is a little spicy already.
Yeah, that's fast.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell does this person do when they just go to a gas station? This person is the guy who sexually harasses the fucking McDonald's worker. Just sees a woman touch his hand and he's like, ah, ah, ah.
Comes right in his pants.
Comes in his pants right then and there. Nibbling at your bottom lip, you peer at him and find his gaze locked onto your hands with blistering intensity. You can't tell if he wants to rip your hands off his leg or to guide them towards other, more intimate places. I'd like to say that. I feel like those emotions would be very different. What is happening? The heat warming your body desires the ladder. What ladder? I thought we were in the middle of nowhere. Something wrong? His gaze suddenly flicks upward. Stop bonking me, chat. It's him. It's MC, not Clock. His gaze suddenly flicks upward and you jump, flustered that he's caught you staring. Nothing. Just a little dazed is all. Probably because of the heat. You duck your head and redirect your attention downward, ignoring the horny little devil inside of you. Oh, it's okay. Since you're back on track, you didn't notice this before, but the blood on his leg's a bit weird. This game had no build-up, chat. This game had no build-up at all. It was just straight to the horny. It chips and peels away like dried paint instead of smearing. What the... the man withdraws a small silver knife tucked into the waistband of his jeans and lunges at you. You don't even have a spare moment to react before he drives the weapon into your chest. I don't think I picked any options. What, did he just murder me? Because I looked at his dick too long, chat. It's rude. Honestly, this would be my reaction too if you stared at my dick this long. Confusion and terror battle in your mind. Adrenaline pumps through your veins as you try to fight him off. You scratch at his chest, face, anywhere you can dig your nails into, but he scoffs and pins your arms down with his knees. You watch in horror as he plunges the knife into your exposed chest again and again. No, I'm good. I'm good. You don't even have time to ask why why as the world goes dark. Bad End 1, too promiscuous. Excuse me? Did I even have any options? Alright, well, I think I did actually have other options, but okay. Alright, chat. What a great game. So that was you and him. How'd you enjoy that? Oh my god, this guy's got like a full list of supporters. What the hell? Thank you for playing. Oh, okay, cool. It had one option, bro. Well, I guess this time we're gonna call the fucking cops, chat. This is why if you see a man wearing reverse fishnets in front of you, yeah, reverse. That's a red flag, by the way. Fishnets are supposed to be on the legs. Okay, they're sexier that way. Thigh highs into like booty short. Okay, stand my ground. He's insane if he thinks you're just gonna let this whole thing slide. He's clearly injured and definitely needs a dressing for that wound on his leg. You yank your arm out of his grasp and press the phone to your ear before standing up, turning your back to the man as you glare at the sun beating down on you. Could it be any hotter? Yeah, let him take off that shirt. An operator picks up. Hello, what's your emergent? She's cut off mid-sentence when the hitchhiker plucks the phone out of your hands and drops it onto the ground. Crushes the device underneath a scuffed boot, hands in his pockets, looking almost bored as he does so. Once he's done destroying the phone, you worked 3 years in customer service to pay off... What? What is my job, dude? What do I do? Customer service? What do I do? Sell peanuts? Dude, what? I'm making peanuts, apparently, if it took 3 years to pay off a phone. He runs a hand through his hair and reveals an all-too-familiar smile. Unless I picked a fucking iPhone, dude. Is that what I did? Don't buy an iPhone, chat, as your first phone. Okay? That's a terrible idea. It's gonna break in a year anyways. Excuse me? Mantle. Spring edition. Adam on his journey from singing in a small-town church choir to becoming the lead singer of Cake. Get his look now. Shirtless? Get shirtless? Are you telling me to get shirtless? Spring fashion to catch his eye. 10 tips and tricks, affordable options. Affordable? He's almost shirtless. What? You recognize those features that spanned across multiple blogs on the internet stratosphere, from his gleaming white teeth, which were perfect advertisement for the 10 toothpaste commercials he sponsored. Excuse me, 10 toothpaste commercials? What's that guy from fucking Fairly Odd Parents? This is the fucking singer from Fairly Odd Parents. My shiny teeth and me. Chip Skylark. I'm literally talking to Chip Skylark right now. Pog, chat? My shiny teeth and me? Wait a second. That's how it went, right? My shiny teeth. My shiny teeth and me. Nice. I can't believe it. No one here is young enough to know what that show was like, because they're all fucking Zoomers. But I'm based. And if you on YouTube recognize that reference, you're fucking based. Let me know in the comments, okay? To the scar on his eyebrow that fangirls obsessed over. The lead singer of Cake, Adam. You open your mouth to comment, wondering how a man like him ended up here. When he rushes forward and plunges something into your shoulder. Excuse me, I still got stabbed? You're caught off guard, his momentum pushing you backwards, and your head cracks painfully against the asphalt. Yo, I like how chat is kind of catching up to me, and they're like, bro, I'm old. And then they're like, I was born in 2000 and it's over. You're born in 2000 and? What? What? The man stands over you for a moment as he wipes the blood off his knife by using his shirt as a makeshift handkerchief. He smiles cruelly as he crawls over your collapsed body with a predatory gleam in his eye, thighs boxing in your hips. What? Trapping you underneath him as his hand pins your wrists over your head. You watch as he reaches into his back pocket to reveal a phone of his own. He taps something on his screen, and all of a sudden you're blinded by light. Excuse me, did he just take a dick pic? You try blinking the stars out of your eyes, confused by what just occurred. Shoot, I left the flash on. Sorry about that. This son of a bitch! He's making a snuff film, what the hell? You kick your legs and buck your hips in a valiant effort to toss him off your... Kick your legs? Buck your hips? Dude, punch him in the nuts! Headbutt this fucker! What?
No, this is hot.
Dude,
I like it.
no! What, you like this? You're sick, chat. Throwing your weight around and hope that you'll catch him off balance, but he doesn't seem fazed in the slightest. You give up after exhausting yourself. Damn it all. Once you've settled, Adam taps his phone screen again. He had his phone? I just realized. He told me he broke his. This time there's no blinding light. He stares at the picture he just took for a moment, nods to himself, then shoves his phone into his back pocket, satisfied by whatever he sees. You've got a pretty photogenic face. The pictures will print out great, don't you think? Tries spitting in his face, but it misses by a landslide. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Nice went out the window when you stabbed me. Maybe I wouldn't have stabbed you if you listened to me and hung up the phone. No! You would have fucking stabbed me! Yeah, right. You get the distinct feeling that he's lying through his teeth. You don't peg him as the honest type, considering he's probably got a bunch of skeletons in his closet if he's attacking strangers for shits and giggles. Bro likes to have the Skelly Bros watch? What did you want my photo for? Scrapbooking? His face darkens at your retort. How is that any of your business? Surely he's joking, right? You look at his tense expression. Nope, he's 100% serious, but at least he's not cutting you open like a slab of meat. If you can keep him talking, maybe you'll find a way out of this mess. Get hard. That's the trick. He'll get afraid. Christmas present for your dear old mom and dad, then? Don't talk about my mother. Oh, does he have mommy issues? No, maybe he has daddy issues. Better yet, maybe both. It's both, chat. What about your dad? Can we talk about him? Adam considers you a moment, obviously confused by your cavalier attitude, despite the current situation. I've had men on top of me lots of times. This is barely a problem, Mr. Adam. If that really is your cake on the back. But he's curious enough to see where this leads. What do you want to know about him? Does he snore like a boar? Did he play catch with you as a kid? Does he barbecue and watch football on Sundays? Does he make corny dad jokes? What does he do for a living? To answer your question in order, no, no, yes, no. And he's a preacher for my hometown church back in Tennessee. Ah, a fan of the big guy in the sky, eh? I'm guessing you went to church a lot as a kid. Adam considers you a moment. Ah, so that's your angle. I'm sorry. You gasp as his nails dig into your wounded shoulder. Tears prick at the corner of your eyes, threatening to spill over, and you have to bite your lip to keep them in place. No way will you let this man get the self-satisfaction of seeing you cry. Yeah, I didn't just go. You want to keep me talking until you can think of an escape plan. Is that it? Well, I'm sorry to inform you, but that won't happen. We're alone. I'm armed with a knife, and this highway is almost always deserted. Very few cars drive along this highway, and the only reason people tend to travel here is for nefarious means or out of sheer desperation. But it's almost always the latter. Where is this fucking ladder, dude? I would know. I'm an English major. I know. I'm just fucking. Someone in YouTube comments has already been like, Clock, you're so stupid. It's ladder with 2 T's, not D. Well, guess what, bro? It's D's nuts. You don't know how long I was waiting to say that, chat. Since the first time I said ladder. I would know. I scoped out this place ahead of time. Gives you a sadistic grin. Oh? But you know what? Why not? I'll play this game for a little while longer. Could be fun, after all. Giving you that small sliver of hope that someone might pass by and rescue you from your fate. Speaking of fate, let's talk about something related to that. Destiny itself. Don't worry, I promise this all circles back to my father. Now, let's see. pauses a moment to gather his thoughts before he begins talking again. My dad. You know, it's funny. Despite being religious and believing in the power of free will, my father also thinks that destiny plays a big role in our everyday lives. He always says that while some things are out of our control, or are in our control, other things are milestones made by God to teach us pivotal life lessons planned far in advance. I'm having a stroke today, chat. A test of sorts, you could say. He digs his nails deeper in your wound, and you bite your lip so hard it bleeds. Hey, yo? Tell me something. Do you believe in destiny? Looks like another good save spot. I think we're gonna die if we pick it wrong. Yeah, totally. You lie, thinking your answer will appease him. Yes. Corner of his lips kick upward, and for a moment you think you've answered the question correctly. That is, until he withdraws his knife again. Adam leans close, lips brushing against your earlobe in a low, seductive voice. Don't lick it, please! You're lying. No, he wet willied me. He shifts back to his original kneeling position and drags the knife along your neck in one swift, practiced movement. Blood spills down your chest, soaked up by the ground underneath you. Your body convulses, fighting for survival, legs kicking out in a frantic effort to stave off the sudden lack of oxygen. But there's so much blood, and the man sitting on top of you watches with some sort of sick fascination, while your life slips away by the second. There's not an ounce of regret reflected in those eyes of his. The only person who can save you now is yourself. Try to lift your arms. There ain't no saving a neck cut that. Nah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm dead. Bro, I'm dead. Try to lift your arms to press your palms against the wound, but you're so weak that he's able to easily pin your arms at your sides and tuts like a teacher, disappointed in their rebellious student for acting out against their wishes. Now, there's no use in fighting the inevitable. Just let it happen. Excuse me? He lets go of your wrists, and you have no choice but to obey. You don't have the strength for another attempt. You watch in resigned horror as the edges of your vision turn dark, like the edges of a letter being burned and leaving nothing but black ash in their wake. You know, I just realized the music is like extremely quiet, but the beginning was super loud. Okay. You whimper in fear, and he shushes you, pressing a finger to your lips. It's okay. This is a natural part of the process. It'll be over soon. And besides, there's a place for liars such as yourself in the afterlife, at least according to my father. I can't speak for whether or not that's true, but hey, look at it this way. At least you'll fit right in. Excuse me? Liar, dude. Oh, come on, dude! Okay, let's... Alright. Let's load up. Yes. Okay, let's be honest. Give control to Ginger. Ginger's playing The Sims. She doesn't want to play with you guys.
She's playing modded Sims.
Yeah, she's playing modded Sims. There's only one mod. Guess what? No, honest. Mom always said honesty was the best policy, no matter the circumstances. Okay. Sure, it might get you killed here, but he's probably already planning on doing that anyway. No. You admit through clenched teeth. Especially when people like you exist. What sick, mystical bullshit would send me to someone like you as a test? He stares down at you for a moment, dissecting you with his eye. Stop stripping me with your eyes, bro!
Dissecting, not stripping.
Dissecting is worse. He's literally looking inside of me. You feel like one of those dead frogs they use in biology class to teach teenagers how bodies work and function. See? With your limbs all splayed out and pinned at your sides, ripe for organ harvesting. Ooh.
I hope the mod is there for the Reaper.
You wait for him to slice you wide open in response to giving the wrong answer, but to your surprise, he doesn't. The mod she's playing is not whatever you said it was, okay? Let's just say that, chat. Let's just say nope. Funny. I thought you'd try to lie and appease me. Typically, when I ask someone a question after they find out their life's on the line, they try and fit their answer to one they think I'd like. I, however, find honesty to be one of the most honorable traits a person could have. In fact, I prefer your honesty, even if our views differ. So you believe in destiny? Why does that not surprise me? Oh, I don't. I was just curious to see how you'd answer. You wanted to get to know me after all. Even if it was just to buy time, I figured I'd still extend the same courtesy. I normally don't let my guard down and talk about my father like this. Aren't you happy? This shows how special you are to me. Wow. Narcissistic much, dude? What, do you think you have my life in your hands or something? Oh, I bet you say that to all your victims. His eyes narrow at your sarcasm. But you continue on because you can't stop yourself. Yeah, I really can't. I'm gonna die because I'm the yapper. I truly am the luckiest person alive. I don't deserve you or your kindness. You really aren't like the other serial killers I've met in bed. He reclaims his knife and buries it deep into your shoulder, effectively cutting you off. He was a little jelly about mentioning the other serial killers. When he withdraws the blade, he examines the fresh blood coating the knife and frowns. I appreciate honesty to an extent, but you'll fare better if you keep your mouth shut. Make me. A childish retort in the grand scheme of things, but you'll be damned if he's getting the last word in edgewise. Hell, fuck it. You could chop off my head, brother, and I'd still be yapping at you. You watch as he angles the blade, lifting it high overhead before bringing it down towards your sternum with the most cold-blooded expression. You have to think quickly and throw him off his guard to ensure your survival. Oh my god. Kiss him. Chad, I wonder which one it is. Chad, what do you think it is? Throw him off guard? I bet you it is. It is Claude's eyes. Just give him the wettest smooch. Oh, I'm gonna mouth his face off, dude. I'm gonna envelop his nose with this kiss. You want me to kiss him first? We're gonna have to come back. Kiss him. I like how Corb got auto modded. Yep, just for kiss him. You're sick. You're a pervert. Yeah, no perverts in my chat. Corbin, what the hell, man? Get out of here. You grit your teeth through the pain. Hell yeah. Clock's channel point reference. But it's the first time that comes to mind. Before he can react, you grab him by the scruff of his shirt and pull him down. Caught off balance, he drops his knife and braces his hand on the ground. Unable to avoid your waiting mouth. Wait. Excuse me. Wait, I still haven't kissed him? I managed to push him off of me completely. And I'm still gonna go for the kiss? Why? Why am I not just screaming and running?
Well, you might as well get one before you die.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Might as well get kissed by him. His dark eyes go comically wide as your lips touch. He goes still for a total of 2 seconds, which doesn't give you enough time to grab his knife and aim for the jugular. You expect him to shove you away, to scrub his mouth clean of you, to drive his knife down in his disgust. What you don't expect is for him to return your kiss with desperate urgency. Hey, yo, bro? Hey, yo? He's man who sought thrill from murder, but from the looks of it, hasn't experienced much, if any, intimate interaction. You found an undeniable weakness. He's horny. He's so distracted, eyelids fluttering shut in pure unabashed pleasure. Oh, he's a virgin, too. That you take the opportunity to use your other hand to search for his knife. Your hands swipe over dirt and rocks and asphalt until your hand manages to land on the hilt of the blade. Make sure you have a firm grasp and... You launch the knife deep into his side. Why his side? Why didn't I jab it in his neck, dude? He cries out, rolling off your body, clearly not understanding what just happened. Free of his weight, you take the golden opportunity to sprint towards your car. Did we win? He calls after you, but you don't look back. Oh, why is my screen still covered in blood, Chad? Hopping into the driver's side, you rev your engine and floor it, pressing pedal to the metal. You see him limping after you. Run him over! And watch as he grows smaller before disappearing. Dude, why did I hit him with my car? What are you doing? Make sure this fucker ain't gonna do it to anyone. He's just gonna do it to the next idiot on the road. Oh my god, dude. Shoot him. Well, I wasn't about to come that bad, dude. Jesus, what am I, a freak? Dude, you come on him. Ugh. Okay. Adrenaline pumps through your veins, heart struggling against your ribcage. For hours on the drive back to your town, you check your rear view mirror to see if he somehow managed to teleport into your back seat, afraid he'll finish the job. I already did. Oh, God. Banned. Banned. You're banned. Don't ever say that to me. Ugh. I'm okay now. You say when you see your hometown on the horizon. I'm okay. Him. What? Elsewhere, 9:30 p.m. What is this game, dude? Adam manages to return to his hotel room without much trouble after calling in a few favors. Hey, yo, dude! Hey, dude, what the fuck? Dude. Dude, your abs are huge. What the fuck? Oh my god, and his nipples are so red. Oh my, what the fuck? Yo, you need to put some cream on those nips, bro. They've been chafing. Oh my god, bro, they're about to bleed. Who been sucking your nippies? He's lucky you didn't get hit anything. He's lucky you didn't hit anything vital. Just a flesh wound. Just a flesh wound. Tis but a flesh wound.
He's got like an open hole between his boobies.
He's got that bird chest. He's got that bird chest. Don't worry. Stop being self-conscious. Stop making him self-conscious that he's got holes in his chest. Okay. Jeez, he's got that hole in his chest. I know someone who has that. Very self-conscious about that. Stop hating.
He looks like he's got like an exoskeleton, and that's like the part.
That's badass that he's got an exoskeleton.
Reminds me of.
The action of pushing a needle through skin like second nature thanks to practicing on previous victims. He lies back on the king-sized mattress, spent from walking under the crisp sun, getting hurt to boot. The sheets feel cool and oddly ticklish beneath him. Everything feels ticklish since that kiss from hours earlier. Wait. Oh, this is the future. Okay. Like his nerve endings are standing on end, hypersensitive to everything he touches. Ooh woo. He absent-mindedly strokes his own bottom lip. He can still taste you. The shape of your body pressed against his, and the way you moved under him ingrained into his memory, a permanent stamp on his consciousness. He wants to see you again, to touch you, to kiss you, to claim you, to mark you. Unwarranted images of you invade his mind, graphic depictions of your bodies intertwined, fueling his lust and causing his hand to dip down in response. Hey, yo, dudes, can you not? He slowly unbuttons his jeans, unable to take much more of this corrosive heat. Needing to get you out of his system when a woman's face flashes behind his eyelids. Please tell me he didn't just see his mom. She stares at Adam in disappointment, tears cascading down her cheeks and over her cuts and scars. This is you too, chat. When you fall into temptation like this, you too should see a picture of your mom crying, okay?
No.
Telling you to stop.
Don't see your mother, please.
She shakes her head. And you better stop after that image, chat. You can't be that fucking disgusting.
I beg you, chat.
Just like him, she mouths. Adam gasps and rips his hand away, tears pricking at the corners of his eyes in frustration. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I just wanted to jerk. I'm sorry. It's a mistake.
Mom's blue balling you again.
Mom is really blue balling her son. Your face flashes behind his eyelids, the sun illuminating your frame like an angel descending from the heavens. Stop it.
No.
You pull him down again. You kiss him. Enough! He chokes out a sob and curls into the fetal position, wishing he could bleed you out of his pores and untaint himself. But you left your mark. If he wants to get rid of this fever, this disease burning within him, he needs to find the source and destroy it. Adam calms himself down by taking a deep breath, letting a plan formulate in his mind. As long as he focuses on the future tasks at hand, he can handle this odd feeling overwhelming him and carry out what needs doing. Being a boy band member with the biggest ass. When he opens his eyes, they shine with a determined light, and he promises himself he'll find you again. Oh, lovely. Chapter 1. 1:43 a.m. Wait a second, chat. I'm gonna save, and we'll go back to that other one, because now I'm like, well, what happens when I die? Yeah, let's load up. Claw at his eyes. You lurch forward as far as you can and try to jab your thumbs into his eyes. Hey, yo, dude. Wait, this actually... Wow, this is the best picture they got so far. This is not a small knife. This is a fucking combat knife. And he's got his thumb on the saw part. What the hell? He scoffs and easily grabs your wrists, pinning your hands above your head in one swift movement, using only one hand while keeping his knife in the other. Adam uses his weight against you, your nose to nose, and you can see flecks of red in those psychotic eyes of his. He's grinning like a madman. Never pegged you for the violent type. It's not really becoming of you if I'm being honest, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't expecting it. You struggle to breathe with the full weight of his chest bearing down on yours. He's enjoying your weak attempts to hold him off. Okay, that's actually a lie. I expected you to cry first, and then fight back when crying didn't work. How about it? Why don't you cry for me, and call me Daddy? You gasp as something sharp drills into your side, shifting back and forth. Tears prick at the corners of your eyes as you hear the sound of your flesh being sliced into like a butcher cutting into meat. You're trembling from both adrenaline and the knowledge that you aren't making out of this alive. Oops. Too late. Guess I have no choice but to gut you up like the violent pig you are. Hold still, okay? He drives his knife down the center of your body, starting from your chest and slicing all the way down to your belly button and once... Oh my god. That would take a tremendous amount of strength.
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed a little, actually. Wow. Guys, that's not a stabbing, that's a slash. That's quite the slash, if you ask me. Agony rips through you like a volt of catastrophic lighting, vision turning pure white. You try blinking to clear out your vision, but finding your eyelids aren't cooperating. Just amazing. How strong is this man? Oh, I am dying, but no part of your body operates like it should. Oh, he did just cut right through my stomach. You know. Adam's voice flitters through the field of white. I almost thought you were interesting, and maybe even a little bit cute. But that vicious personality of yours changed my mind. What a loser, dude. Dude doesn't like a girl with a little bit of spice? What a loser. All my girls hit me. You feel him adjust himself over your limp body, and can only assume he's lifting the knife again. I'm glad to rid the world of a violent person like you. The blade buries itself into your chest, past your ribs, pierces straight through your heart. The world goes quiet, and you fade into the white. Bad End 3, violence. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we saw the other ending, chats. We'll go back. 4 signatures? Okay, well, come back to me when you have Ginger's signature. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I should have said like 1 million. Adam only requires a cheap lockpicking kit bought off of Amazon to break into your apartment. No fucking way, dude. How did he find my apartment, man? What do you mean? A weak defense. Did you really think this would keep him out? No, I didn't think you'd find me. It's almost too easy the way he steps inside, pausing next to your coat rack to allow his eyes time to adjust in the darkness. Take off that stupid fishnet right now. God damn it, they are fishnet gloves. Ah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to see what it looks like when he's not wearing any clothes but the fishnets, but... He scans the room, observing the dark shape of your ratty couch and cheap coffee table that spills with fabric. He wonders briefly if you started in on a sewing project of sorts, when his eyes catch on something far more interesting. A door left ajar that he can only assume is your bedroom. He slips out of his boots and places them next to yours. Please tell me he's wearing like really big slutty boots. It's almost like he's your husband returning from work and ready to join his spouse in bed. You guys know the boots I'm talking about, the one that Patrick wears in the SpongeBob movie? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know the ones, the real high ones. That's what he's wearing, chat. It's almost too intimate in a way, and he really doesn't like the feeling it gives him. But he needs to stay quiet, and wearing large, clunky boots would reveal his presence. He wants to surprise you, to catch you off guard. Like how you managed to catch him off guard with that kiss on the highway. He'll never forgive you for it. Only the thrill of the hunt manages to subdue any inappropriate thoughts that might overwhelm him. Wow, he really is just a virgin out here. He doesn't want to feel this way, you know. He doesn't like the fact that anyone can wield this sort of power over him, because it can easily turn into a weapon. Yeah, don't ever use my horny thoughts against me, chat. Which makes him vulnerable. Not only that, but the inherent wrongness itches at his skin. It should have been me! No! I'm on my knees. Ghost is on their knees, screaming right now. You're a forbidden fruit that tricked him into taking a bite. He wants to laugh at how his name suits him now. Did his father think he'd give in to his desires? But because he's one of those alpha people. Did he believe he'd grow up and become just like him? Do what's right. A broken woman whispers from the darkness. Don't go down his path. Her words encourage his already determined footsteps. I protected you from him. She steals his resolve. He's going to kill the one who tainted him and become pure again. Hey, I didn't touch your goddamn taint, okay? Adam positions himself in front of the door, wondering what awaits him. Dominate a little... Hey, what? Neko femboy uwu? What are you saying in my chat right now? Excuse me! Are you planning something? Are you really naive enough to think you'd be safe after you escaped the first time? Surely you've prepared for me, aren't you? His voice carries into your bedroom, but garners no response. Do you have a gun aimed at my head? A bat next to your nightstand? Or did you call the cops? Again, no answer. Now's your chance. Kill me before I kill you. Enoxius! What? Oh! Y'all are nasty. Oh my god. I mean, of course chat would be down to watch, but still. I thought they were different. Chat? Bonk this man. Adam's taunting you. Probably because you taunted him in his dreams for so long. Still, you don't give in to his games. He grows frustrated and tired of waiting. It's now or never. Adam draws out the knife tucked into the waistband of his jeans. Your blood from the other day still coats the silver blade, the color transformed into a deep reddish brown because he can't bring himself to wash it until he uses it to take your life. That's kind of disgusting, bro. Clean your knife. It's bad for the knife. This single action, the taking of your life with this blade, will bring everything full circle. At last, he'll be free. You're gonna have a rusty-ass knife, dude. He's just standing over my bed like this, arms crossed. Who crosses their arms like this, chat? Who has their hand up claw form and then the other pointing in a random direction? Who does this, dude? Adam notices a small bed tucked into the corner of the room. The window blinds are lifted, allowing a small amount of moonlight to spill into the room and illuminates the mass of blankets where you potentially rest. They shift, signaling that someone indeed lies underneath them. Adam approaches the bed and without hesitation, rips the blanket off of your body and onto the floor. You startle awake, your eyes latching onto him. Dazed and confused by this sudden shift in realities, you were dreaming one moment, and now you're drug-kicking and screaming into the waking world. Oh no, and I'm buck-ass naked, god damn it. Dick's out for Harambe, chat. How did you not know he was on his way? You really are naive. You thought you were smarter than this, and he's insulted that you managed to escape him. How could someone like this? The words escape him when he sees you, skin glowing from the moonlight, caught off guard by you yet again. Bro really just got down bad. Again. No fucking shot, chat. Bro really got horny. Keeps his eyes on your face, afraid to wander anywhere else. Starts twerking. You like what you see?
That's how you fend
That's how you fend off a murderer, chat. You twerk like your life depends on it, chat.
It does.
I gotta get his horniness in check? True. I'm gonna cover up. You sit up and allow what remains of the blanket to spill around your waist. Adam jerks back with a start, dropping his knife that clatters to the ground with a metallic clang. Before he can move out of reach, you grab his wrist and tug him forward. I don't even have a choice for this. We're just gonna seduce him. And then you pull him down and drown him in the blood red of your lust. Oh, that's kind of... my lust. In the middle of your heated exchange, you stare down at him, a deity perched over their royal throne. Wait, a toilet? He shudders under your gaze, vulnerable and slick with sweat. I'm not gonna lie, this is reading like a lot like a fanfic. And it's a mighty horny one, chat. He's breathless as he asks, "Why did you stop?" "Because I'm curious." Your body shifts and he grits his teeth, holding back a soft whimper. His hands going to your hips, as if he's holding you, will ground him. Oh, I'll ground him. A smirk tugs at the corners of your lips. Do you like this? Do you like what I'm doing to you? Adam nods. Yes. God, yes. He's never felt so good in his fucking life. Adam swallows. Thick. Lee, eyelashes fluttering, unable to concentrate but forcing himself to pay attention to your next words. Do you want me? Adam answers before he can even think about what he's saying. Yes. How much do you want me? More than fucking anything. One last question. Finally. Do you still want to kill me? Hey, yo, is this gonna be a spicy seat? This isn't a spicy game, right? No. Adam stares up at you. Yes. Yes, of course he does. Killing you means he's done his job and can sleep peacefully at night knowing you'll no longer hurt the people around you. He opens his mouth, then closes it. Yes. Just say yes. He tries again and fails miserably. You continue staring at him, patient while you wait for your answer, your body still hovering over his. Maybe he just doesn't want you to stop. Is that it? Like he's afraid you'll stop making him feel good for giving what's obviously the wrong answer? But no, that's not it either. As soon as you touched him, the burning still exists within him. That's a fact. It always will. But the burning's transformed into something else. Something that ignites whenever you touch his skin. The mattress begins sinking inward under Adam's weight. He doesn't even have a moment to process what's happening before the bed swallows him whole. Adam finds himself suffocating in darkness. Oh, this took quite a twist. I thought we were gonna fuck him, chat. I did not think this was gonna happen like this. He tries clawing around him, but his body remains immobile. Then, he's falling, and all of a sudden, he hits solid ground. When he manages to pick himself up, he finds himself stuck in the middle of a kitchen, and he's dressed in his old Sunday best. Ah! Not church! Honestly, this is hotter than Fishnet Boy. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, let me drink some tea, chat. I'm kind of thirsty. That's some good tea. When he manages to pick himself up, he finds himself stuck in the middle of the kitchen and he's dressed in his old Sunday best. He studies the room. From the aging rose wallpaper to the collection of colorful magnets used to pin up a child's drawings on the fridge, Adam knows exactly where he stands. A soft dripping sound catches his attention. Chat, if you really think this was my fanfic, why do you think there hasn't been a clock referenced once? Okay, chat? It's not mine. Not steampunk enough. Soft dripping sound catches his attention. His eyes drift over to the source, off to his left, where a small square kitchen table with 3 wooden chairs rest. This is getting a little loud. Can I just turn it down just a little bit? Each chair is given a hand-stitched cushion to soften the otherwise uncomfortable sitting arrangement. A white tablecloth covers the table with the exceptions of scarlet red drops splashed here and there. A yellow piece of parchment paper rests in the center. Frantic black lettering bleeds through the papers as if the author was running out of time and scribbled down what they could. Adam reels back in horror at the sight of it. He's crying. Not this. Anything but this. Red drips onto the paper from above, but he doesn't dare look up. The fresh scent of copper floods his senses. He knows the smell by heart. Wait, what is this gonna be? Like, is he a Winchester? Is that his mom in the ceiling bleeding out or something?
She's on fire.
Oh my god, is the house on fire?
Save your brother.
Save your brother. Normally, he'd thrive off the smell. But this... His legs give out, and he digs his palms into his eyes so hard that he sees stars in the darkness. Who is he? Is he Sam? True. Can't look up. He refuses to see it a second time. Someone hums next to his ear. He blinches away, still refusing to drop his hands, but the person persists. You don't want to face me. When he refuses to answer, the humming switches to his other ear, and then the singer asks a second question. Can't you even look to see how deeply you've hurt me? Clawed fingers try dragging his hands away from his eyes. Oh no, that's mommy. Oh god. Oh my god, mommy? They're sharp and painful, and they manage to get him to finally look up and face what he's been dreading. A cold, dead corpse stares at him with bloodshot eyes, the whites glazed over by a grayish film. She, the corpse, cocks her head at a 90-degree angle. The movement causes her clumped, wet hair to tickle Adam's face. Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? Brother, ugh. He whispers her name. Don't say her name. This single action enrages her, causes her lips to peel back into a shriek that shatters the windows and makes the chairs rattle and topple over. Don't call me that. Don't ever call me that again. You betrayed me. You promised me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Release me. Release me. I love that. Look at what he did to me. What they did to me. Look! Mom, I'm hard. Tears stream down Adam's cheeks as she jerks his face close to her bruised one. Please stop, author. Purple and yellow spots dapple the base of her jaw and trail down the slope of her neck. disappearing under the collar of the gray dressing gown she wears. I'm sorry. He's dragged to his feet by the woman with her hands clamped around his throat. I thought it actually said drugged, and I was like, she's drugging me! With what? She tightens her grip, and he remains limp. Knowing this is the punishment he deserves for betraying her like this. For betraying his promise and her memory. I'm so... She snaps his neck with a sickening twist. Current day. Oh, lovely. I died. Well, I guess the murderer died. Oof. Oof. Dower Hotel, 5:01 a.m. Adam catapults out of his nightmare, trembling as his eyes dart around the room. Wait, what? The shadows are his demons waiting to devour him. They hide behind the TV screen, under the bed, in his closet. He can't escape them no matter how hard he tries. Shit. It's just a dream. He needs to calm down. Adam tries thinking about his hunts. The thrill of carving into flesh, of ripping through bone and sinew, and watching as a pathetic life fades by his hand. But then that corpse's face flashes behind his eyelids, and he can't calm down. Then you appear. A deep, seething anger rises within him. He grabs a hold of it. Anger is better than fear. So he directs all of his attention towards you. This, whatever this feeling is, it's all your fault. These weird sexual fantasies won't go away until you're gone and removed from this life. He needs to get you. Now. But there's only one problem. After Adam got back to his hotel, he called Saffron and informed him of the situation. Excuse me, he called us Spice? I thought you guys were Cake, not Spice Girls. Saffron, in typical fashion, took the ordeal in stride and offered to keep an eye out for you. He spent hours outside of your apartment waiting to see if your car would show up. It never did. Wait, why would my car show up? Me! Back to me. So wait, did he pop in my room and did we have sex? Or not? Chat. What happened? Park Bend, Arizona, 8 a.m.
I must know.
Yeah, I'm curious. Did we bang and he just, like, stood me up or something? Or, like, what's going on? Ugh. You know, like, did any of that happen? A bloody mess of gauze and medical tape he bought at the nearest convenience center store clog up the bathroom trash can, covering up the used pregnancy tests and sanitary napkins. What the hell am I, dude? What the fuck? Excuse me. Wait a second. How many bitches do I have, chat? Nice. Dude, I'm that guy who like gets chicks to come over to his house, and as they're leaving, he's like, "Stop. Here's a pregnancy test. Here's a sanitary pad. Here's a plan B. Here's a snack for the road trip home. $20 for your taxi. Oh, and I got you a t-shirt and pants in case you forgot yours."
I don't think they're for other women. I think you're supposed to be.
You think I'm a woman? Why would you think I'm a woman? I'm clearly a femboy. I mean, catboy. Catboy.
Also, you're in a public
Oh, I'm in a public washroom. Chat, I'm in a public washroom. Of course. True. It's not mine, chat. Dark smudges circle your eyes from lack of proper sleep. A little fact that your aunt would curl at her lip at, wondering why you can't get your act together. Always a supportive woman, that one. If she'd taken the guns herself, maybe you'd be off worrying about your next online show and figuring out how to earn a bigger tip, rather than avoiding your house like a gun infested with cockroaches. I'm a streamer too in the game? My next online show. That's a weird way to refer to streaming, but okay, sure, yeah. Maybe I do a game show or something. But make it a singular cockroach with a knife. You stare at yourself in the bathroom mirror, fighting exhaustion, tooth and nail, gripping the edges of the sink to remain upright. A feat in and of itself. Your shoulder, while taken care of for the time being, likely requires stitches instead of the medical equivalent of flex tape. But who the fuck can afford medical insurance in this day and age? Not you, that's who. That's true. That's why I live in Canada, where I can have free healthcare. Damn it all to hell. After circling Park Bend for half an hour and weighing your options between returning home or sleeping in your car, you decide on the later as the safer bet. You don't really want to risk it for the biscuit by returning home, considering there's a possibility Adam might know your address. The attack itself could have been a one-off incident for a thirsty serial killer hell-bent on getting some kind of action. But if that's the case, what did he take a picture for? Maybe you're overthinking this. After all, he could be saving them for himself as a sort of memento on the occasion. You really can't be sure. Maybe it would have been better if I ran him over. No! You splash yourself with water stained a questionable color in order to perk yourself up. Chin up, chest puffed. That's what your best friend, Jay, used to say before you moved out of state to pursue his dreams in the medical field. You plan on taking his advice to heart until you exit the bathroom and meet the gaze of a kid who stares at you with wide-set eyes. He's in the middle of picking his nose and wiping it on his mom's sleeve. Ew! Brother, ew! What's that? Why? He's never breaking eye contact! I'm gonna start picking my nose back at the kid. Hell yeah. I'm gonna flick the booger at him. Only if I saw a child doing this, chat. I don't pick my nose, okay? Only when I see children doing it, so then I can flick the booger back at them. Upon seeing your grossed-out expression, he cackles like a hyena. Yep, he is gonna grow up to become a serial killer. You bet Adam did the same thing at that age. You put money on it. You put money on it, even. The doorbell jingles as you step out of the air-conditioned gas station and onto the curb. Limited edition, cake-inspired scratch tickets inside. Is that like when you scratch them, they smell like cake, or they smell like the band's ass? Which one, chat? Scratch and sniff. Cake-inspired. Well, what the hell's a cake-inspired scratch ticket? If not a scratch and sniff. You think each, like, the scratch, like, circles, you think they're, like, it's like the boys holding their butts open or something? And you gotta scratch it, and then you sniff? And then you smell cake, though, like actual cake. A sudden wave of vertigo hits, and you finally lose your ongoing battle with gravity. Dude. I'm dying. I can't even laugh. Oh my god, vertigo. An arm sweeps out to catch you. Soft green eyes meet yours, paired with a gentleman's smile. Excuse me? Polite gentleman. Are you alright, my dear? You look a little ill. Guess that's what happens when a crazed man attacks someone with minimal medical access. You know for a fact Adam is probably off schmoozing in a fancy-dancy hospital that serves steak with shaved bits of gold sprinkled on top. The world can't be more unfair when a criminal gets better care than their victim. To the gentleman wearing a crisp button-up and slacks in 100-degree weather you've seen weirder, you just nod and disentangle yourself from his hold. Okay, but Chad, I've done that. It's not that bad, okay? I don't know why, but it's actually not that hot. He waits until you're stable on your feet to let go. Ate one too many pancakes at the pancake house down on West Avenue. Challenged my friend to a contest, but you should see the other guy. He's fat. Is that why you've got a nasty blood-stained shoulder? Your heart stops and your hand flies to cover your shoulder. You wince at the sudden touch. Yeah, the guy thought I was a pancake. Ugh. Try to eat me. It stopped bleeding. How did it open up again? Cocks his head to the side. Let me give you a ride to the ER. I'm certain they'll take care of your problem in a jiffy. Thanks for the offer, but I can't afford to fork over hundreds of dollars to just sit in a room, let alone get stitched up. I appreciate your concern, but I'll manage on my own. Then how about this instead? I'm friends with a great doctor who runs a small and affordable urgent care center. He even offers payment plans. If I take you there, and I promise I can get your bill halved, what do you think? Damn, that's a tempting offer, except I don't know who the fuck you are. but one question lingers in your mind. What's in it for you? No, 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 no. He's going to kidnap you. He adjusts the cufflinks on his button-up. All I ask is for an entertaining conversation on the drive over. You provide me that, and I consider it an equal exchange. Okay, this guy is fucking crazy. This guy is a fucko, okay? He is a fucking chainsaw murderer, okay? This is the type of guy that's gonna shave your face off and wear it, okay? While he jerks thinking of you. I really needed to hydrate though, chat. So, how about it? Nope, that's a big no for me, but I'll say yes. No, I'll say nope. I feel like we're gonna bleed out, but yeah, we'll say no. Excuse me, Ghost, you need to be careful, okay? Nope, nope, nope. Hell to the no. Last time you let your guard down, you got stabbed, made out with aforementioned stabby asshole, and escaped by the skin of your teeth. You'll just take the name of the doctor and go. I'm good, thanks. I appreciate the offer, though. The man nods and digs into the front pocket of his suit before extending 2 business cards to you. The first belongs to the urgent care center. Well, that's good to know that was real. The second, you assume, belongs to him. Saffron Albrecht. Wait, Saffron? He's the manager. Wait a second. He's the guy's manager. That's concerning. That's really fucking concerning. Collision Industries. Saffron Albrecht, talent manager. Right. You've seen guys like this before, claiming they hold your ticket to fame, only to con you out of your rent money. Try handing his card back to him, but he holds up his hands, which are peppered with splotches of blood, probably from catching you earlier. No, probably from his last victim. The man, or rather Saffron, gives you an earnest smile. Feel free to call me in case you run into any trouble. Gotcha. Well, thanks again. I appreciate the help by any means. You listen out for footsteps as you make your way towards your car. Nothing. And when you glance over your shoulder, he's on his phone, innocently texting someone or checking his social media or whatever. Damn, you've become paranoid. Almost embarrassed, you climb into the driver's side of your car and start buckling your seatbelt, wondering why you made such a mental fuss about everything. But when you glance back up, you find Saffron staring right at you. Well, I mean, that's not that weird. You hopped in your car, so he heard the sound and he just looked. And he's licking the speck of blood on his thumb with a bone-chilling smile. That might be a little concerning. Oh, not a fucking again. You're starting to think your aunt had the right idea with keeping at least one gun on hand. Too many creeps roaming Arizona as of late. But the iced tea, bro. Him. Dower Hotel, 8 a.m. Ooh. Adam scrubs a towel over his face, pushing back the purple strands of hair plastered to his forehead, his body dripping with sweat. Excuse me, they're plastered on his forehead? What? His legs ache after walking the equivalent of 3 miles on the hotel gym treadmill, but at least he's not thinking about you. Till he's thinking about you. Oh my god, dude. Let me suck up. Ugh. He whips out his phone and checks his messages, desperate for something else to occupy his thoughts. But Saffron hasn't given an update in hours. But for real though, this guy, take a shower, bro. And please, put some, like, Vaseline on your nipples, okay? God. I refuse to believe anyone's nipples are that red, okay? Adam's mouth pulls into a tight line, wondering what's taking so long. Where the hell are you hiding? Don't you know he has connections everywhere? Eyes everywhere. You should just give up already. There's nowhere safe for you to run. You're his now. In fact, you need to learn sooner rather than later. Blowing out a disgruntled breath of air, Adam folds himself into the plush recliner stationed in front of a widescreen TV. He's never cared much for extravagant things, despite people always offering them left and right. He was taught to never want them, to never accept anything beyond his means, something he holds on to this very day. Yeah, but if It's not beyond his means. He's literally like a famous boy band caked up star. On screen, a news outlet discusses the devastation his fans are facing after Cake's latest concert got cancelled due to an unforeseen injury Adam received while hiking. Not an entire lie, technically he was hitchhiking, and his latest target became much more than he bargained for. A tidbit the general public will never know or learn of if he has anything to say about it. Turning his attention back to his photo, he clicks on the message he received the other night from an unknown number that just sits just below Saffron's number. The one that tells him who to kill and where. Your name is listed alongside your place of residency as well as your job occupation. Adam swallows thickly. What, does he have a jar full of stuff? Like, what's going on there? You never realized they actually provided a link to your profile. His finger hovers above it, heart beating a mile a minute. Oh, he's gonna whip it out. Oh, God. Oh, God, chat. He's never been on one of those websites before, although he's heard people mentioning it with passing. Quite a few people even tried to start a petition for him to join, to which he declined and publicly stated his discomfort. Adam's never shown off anything more than his naked torso. Those were typically for photo shoots. That's all you need to show for those things as a guy like this, okay? Beneath the belt is, and always has been, out of the question. His eyes dart back up to your name, and before he can stop himself, he clicks on the link. He's brought immediately to your page, which offers a little bio that describes who you are and the specifics of what you offer. Yours doesn't give much away other than the fact that you do scantily clad cosplays, and where to find your other socials. What kind of scantily clad cosplays are we talking? Like Gundam? Like I'm doing scantily clad Gundam cosplay, right? Like right? Thousands of people follow your account, a fact that, for some reason, gets under his skin and eats away at him. Pushes away the feeling, trying to investigate with a clear mind, rather than letting what he discovers feed any emotion. But still, the new feelings budding in his chest, coloring his world from black and white to a new array of hues with newfound vibrancy, are impossible to ignore. They burn like lit coals in his chest as he sees the ratings listed at the top of the page. And there's a lot of them, all 5-star reviews, all salivating over the custom services you gave them, all interested in what lies underneath those clothes of yours. And you aren't even bothered by the fact. Maybe you even like it. Wait, no. I do not like it. I'm not that kind of guy. Oh my god, Chad, I just realized he's sitting in a chair in the corner of a bedroom. Well, I know what he is. God damn you. Without thinking, and too absorbed in his thoughts, he scrolls downward until he lands on your videos. He almost snaps his phone in fucking half. The video he's landed on gives a little preview of what the contents contain, which is you lying in bed modeling a very revealing cosplay that leaves little to the imagination. I'll have you know, chat, that we've never done anything like that on the channel, and we will never do anything like that on the channel. But maybe one day when we get an OnlyFans. It's like you're mocking him with your eyes, taunting him in his newfound hunger by beckoning him forward, similar to how you did in his dreams. Nah, we would never do that. I would never do that. That's not for me. That's too degenerate. He squirms in his seat as you lick your lips. He can still taste you. The memory of your shared kiss on the abandoned highway burned into his memory. The fact that he knows what you taste like drives him crazy like nothing else has before. Fuck. His pants, despite the fact they're jogger pants, just got a lot more uncomfortable. Excuse me? Adam puts the phone down, almost slamming it onto the nightstand. He feels so fucking perverted and disgusted with himself. Why did he do that just now? He shouldn't have looked. Because now he wants to scroll through your feed until he sees every inch of you so he can devour you with his eyes, commit every detail to memory. Even the foreboding voice warning him away from this path is drowned out by the roaring in his ears and the blood thumping between his legs. Bro's bricked up. Adam grips the armrests of the chair so tight that his nails break because he's afraid if he moves an inch, he's going to reach for his phone again, watch single one of those videos, and it chimes once. A text. Excuse me? Adam risks picking up his phone, only looking at the notification on the lock screen. Saffron's name pops up, and the preview message is just 2 simple words. Found them. Water. Park Bend, Arizona, 11:15 a.m. Okay, I'm going to save. Wait. I'm going to save. Because you know what? I'm going to go back to this option and see if it's any different. Okay, chat? Yeah. So we'll say sounds like a deal. I'll take you up on that offer. Stranger clasps his hands together like a teacher, proud of his student for giving the right answer. Wonderful. I knew you were a sensible individual. Let us be off then, shall we? Call me. No loitering. Psalm 22:1. There's a butt cheek there. Hee hee, butts. Cake. Haha. The stranger presses a guiding hand towards the center of your back, urging you in the direction of a smaller parking lot located directly behind the gas station, towards a small white reefer truck parked next to a large dumpster that smells of spoiled meat. Suspicion flares hot in your chest. This is shady as hell. Anyone well acquainted with the area knows this place is a hotspot for drug sales due to the lack of video surveillance. You don't want something caught by CCTV footage? You do it here. You dig your heels into the ground, a mere 3 feet away from his car door. He almost stumbles into you due to your sudden stop. Something the matter, my dear? Is it your shoulder? Or are you hurt somewhere else? I can carry you if you'd like. His sincerity almost gets you to start walking again. Key word being almost. I think I've changed my mind. He finishes the sentence for you, and when you nod, his smile loses a fraction of its warmth. You're not serious. You don't answer, allowing your silence to speak for you. The corner of Saffron's eye twitches, and he goes to rub at the spot. You're really set on this? When all I asked in return was polite conversation in exchange for a drive and hundreds of dollars taken off your bill, you're okay with missing out on such an opportunity. He circles you, almost like a vulture, but his eyes genuinely convey sadness and disappointment when he bends his body to match your height. You feel like you've disappointed a parent rather than an absolute stranger. But you're not budging on this one. This just reeks of bad news, and that reefer truck creeps you the fuck out. You're making the right choice here. I won't stop you from walking away if you're sure. I'm sure. I'm sorry, and I should have realized sooner, but I'm not comfortable with this. He sighs and pulls back into his full height, all 6'5". Okay, fuck you, dude. I'm 5'11". Bro, come on! Casting a shadow over your form, shielding you away from the sun like a human solar eclipse. He straightens the lapels on his jacket. A smile returns, although conveying a deep loneliness you don't understand. Very well then, if there's nothing I can say to change your mind, then that's that. Unfortunate, since I was looking forward to the drive. Yeah, I'm sorry. Take a step back. Then another. Alright, Honda Nate, I'm not making fun of your height right now. But, you're short, so get wrecked. Then another. And another. Well, I'll be on my way then. Turn around and start heading towards the front of the building when an arm wraps around your waist. It's so quick that your mind takes a moment to catch up. He just wanted a goodbye hug, I'm sure. What the? Something gets plunged into your neck. A quick, painful stabbing sensation. Why the fuck did I turn around? No! It's just as quickly gone, or maybe it's because the area has become numb. You don't quite understand what's happening as your body begins to slump. Well, the words slip out of your grasp as you speak them. Thoughts become disjointed like puzzle pieces tossed all over a child's bedroom. They come together almost as easily as they're ripped apart. And your body slowly begins to sink to the ground, aided by the person responsible for plunging whatever it was that caused this into your neck. Shh. Just let it take over. Don't fight it. You'll only hurt yourself more. Your eyes get heavy, and his face hovers over yours, becoming a blurred mess of blues and whites. You open your mouth to speak, but it's filled with cotton. No. No! Cool hands brush your temple. I'm sorry. I know I promised to let you go, but I'm afraid, for Adam's sake, I can't do that. And I'm sure he'll hate me for killing you myself. I know he wanted the honor of doing so, but you... The fact that you escaped him once, we can't risk that happening again. Doing so will bring his ruin, and mine. Adam? Adam? Yeah, Adam. Try thrashing around, but only one of your arms manages to respond, lifting up in a futile attempt to push him off. Falls back to your side again. How useless! How did you allow this to happen? You trusted Adam the first time around, a complete stranger, and look where it got you. Now it's happened again, and this time you can't even fight him off. You're vulnerable, completely and utterly defenseless. We didn't die? Oh, shit. Oh, I think this must be like a longer ending. Okay, well, we'll go back to the other route later, okay? Gloved fingers adjust the straps crisscrossing your chest, waist, and legs when you finally regain consciousness. White hair dips in and out of view while stranger busies himself with ensuring you're properly attached to the cold steel table you feel underneath your back. Yo, Kiro the Trouble, how's it going? Excuse me, you can't just show up like this, bro. What are you, a ninja? When he notices you watching, he offers a genuine smile before pulling up the mask resting on his face. Ah, you're up. Did you sleep well? As good as one can after being knocked out with sedatives. But you digress. It's hard to argue when your mouth feels like it's been stuffed with cotton and your head keeps ringing. Not exactly the perfect time to offer your wittiest banter. I apologize for things having come to this point. But I'm afraid for the sake of those I care about, I can't let you go free. An apology doesn't negate the drugging or, kidnapping. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. Playing a Yandere game. Try to say as much and fail. Nope, your jaw still doesn't work right. Not being able to talk sucks ass. Yeah, it's all it's good for at that point. At least with Adam, you got some verbal jabs in before he tried offing you. Weird how you'd almost prefer that now. It's not cotton in my mouth. There's nothing in my mouth, chat. I got drugged. I got date right. You guess you're one of those types of people who prefer to go out with a bang rather than a whimper. Not that you like making the habit of running into men with murderous tendencies. We're almost ready. Says this as he tugs at one of the straps near your ankles, then around your waist. Are these comfortable? I try not to make them too tight. Cuts off circulation. We really don't want that now, do we? He waits. Oh god, he actually wants a response. You have no choice but to nod your head. He smiles as he pulls up his mask again. Such a polite guest. A shame we couldn't chat more, Usually, when I get this intimate with someone I like, to get to know them a bit better. Turns around towards a table with a large display of tools. Anything ranging from hammers to buzzsaws to a literal machete. Okay, that doesn't seem very useful for surgery, okay, sir? He runs a finger along the razor-sharp edge of a meat cleaver and examines it in the light before putting it back down. No, not that one. That's only for my favorite guests. Excuse me, so you're telling me the psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est, boy band member has a manager that just so happens to also be a freak murderer? The odds. My odds are terrible. Then he picks up a scalpel, twisting it around with his fingers. This is probably more fitting, and what you were expecting, right? Cold, analytical, precise. Comes up to you, allowing the flat of the blade to brush against your cheek almost teasingly. Try shrinking back, but your binds hold you in place. The entire table rattles from how much you tremble and shake. He's choosing what to torture you with. Why not stab you and just be done with it? Why drag this out? A cruel smile curls underneath his mask as you try pulling at your restraints. You can see the fear in your eyes, Your flight or fight senses starting to take over as your body starts operating properly. Isn't it fight or flight? It takes delight in it. Yes, I think this one will do nicely. Now then. He twists the blade so you can feel the slight biting cut of steel. Blood trickles down your cheek. Count to 3 for me. You open your mouth. Nothing comes out but a rasp of air. Now, try again. I'm a patient man. 4. Presses his ear closer to your mouth. I'm sorry, what was that? You have to speak up, dear. Your teeth clamp around his lower lobe, enough to draw blood and send him reeling backwards. Ew? His lobe? There's a clatter of tools as he bumps into the counter. Something falls to the floor. Why is the manager also a himbo? Ooh, a stretch check? That feels so good. Oh my god. Wait, that's actually good. Chat, do a stretch. Chat, YouTube, do a stretch. Holy moly, dude. Sometimes when you're gaming, dude, a stretch is all you need to feel better, dude. Get out of those goblin gamer poses, okay, chat? Stop trying to break your spines, okay? And do a stretch for me. Stretch for Clock. As some of my YouTube members like to say, I'm gonna stretch for Daddy Clock. And the posture check to follow to make sure you're sitting up straight. I heard so many cracks after I stretched. Exactly, it's good. There's a clatter of tools as he bumps into the counter and something falls onto the floor. Can't see what it is, but you don't care. Just hope that it hurts. You. The man holds his bleeding ear, crimson rivulets seeping through his fingers and dripping onto the floor below. Turn your head and spit his blood out of your mouth. Fuck you. The man lets out a soft laugh, but it's devoid of humor. His eye twitches again. So crass, so vulgar, it seems. Goblinating my posture right now. Oh no. He's doing the femboy pose. Knees on the chair, ass up, arms on the table. Oh no. His voice dips to a dangerous octave. We're going to have to train that out of you. Bring it. His eye twitches again and he whips around at your challenge, turning on the radio behind him. Opera music echoes through the room as Saffron reads just his instruments after bumping into them when you bid him. Very well then. Let's see how long that resilience of yours lasts, He retrieves the scalpel from the floor, which is what that clattering sound must have been earlier. A bottle of alcohol. What's he? The man grips your jaw with fingers cold as a dead fish, presses his forehead into yours. Let's begin, shall we? Oh, what is he cutting? Oh god, I think we might have died. Then he carves into your skin with multiple quick and practiced swipes, followed by the quick uncapping of the alcohol and... Oh! You let out an agonized scream. Oh my god, bad end 4. Glutton for punishment. Oh! Oh my god. Dude? Oh my god. Why is there a dinner plate? Did he eat me out, dude? What happened? Load up, I guess. Okay, well, that's that one, so I guess we go back to this. He was at least polite, I guess. At least we bit off his earlobe. Fuck that guy. Okay, we'll do the other route quick. Okay, you arrive at an old rundown trailer park, pulled onto a dirt drive that leads to a section of mobile homes clustered together as if gathered for congregation. Wooden slats meant to serve as fencing offers a piss-poor attempt to separate them and provide some form of privacy for the local residents. A few people chatter in the middle of the road and ignore you while you're forced to navigate around them. You almost take out a portion of the aforementioned fence, which garners a visceral reaction from one of the men standing in the road. He shouts profanities after you and whacks the bumper of your car with his steel-toed boot before you can drive away. A cute little welcome back to the neighborhood, present all in the form of a new dent. Nice. How lucky. Yeah, that's some love for your car. You just can't wait to beg your aunt to stay. Now I know why my aunt has a bunch of guns. A white knuckle gripping the steering wheel, you follow the rocky road, right up until you come across a double-wide trailer, painted tan with a slightly darker trim. The lawn is freshly trimmed, there's a lovely cactus garden growing, and... that's not your stop. Nope, it's the teeny tiny trailer sitting next to the double-wide where looking flamingos dapple the lawn in splashes of neon pink. I'm just gonna say this now, chat. Does it matter if you have a nicely painted trailer home compared to just a shitty trailer home? Like, if they're the same size, does it really matter? Your new possible home. Oh, it's not even mine. The teeny tiny trailer, not the double wide. Oh, it's even smaller. Okay, well, that's... never mind. That sucks. Again, you're oh so lucky. You really should start playing the lottery. No, chat. Gamba bad, okay? You start playing the lottery every week, and within a year's time, you've wasted like $500, like $1,000 just on the stupid lottery tickets without winning anything. Putting your car into park right next to a potted plant that's browned and withered. You step out and notice one of the blinds shifting as though someone bent to peer out of it only to quickly pull away. My dad does for 6 years. Yeah, love Gamba. Oh, don't worry. Lots of older people do it. And lots of older people play every week. They play and they sink money into it every week. You know, I'm not one to say, you know, like there's like phrases like that old people use that are so fucking stupid that are like, hey, skip that coffee. Don't get a coffee in the morning. You'll be able to afford a house if you don't buy a coffee every morning. That's fucking stupid. Okay, 1, a lot of people need their coffee. 2, coffee doesn't even cost that much. But a lottery ticket, you can't even eat that You can't even eat that mofo, dude. That is pure money wasted. You were paying for someone else to win the lottery. How does that feel? And even if you do win, most of the time, like, lottery winners lose all their money really quickly. It's like proven that lottery winners just don't do well with money. That's why you gotta get edumacated, chat. You head for the front door, actively avoiding the middle step of the porch, which remains unfixed after it caved in 2 years back. You raise your hand to knock, but it opens before you can. A hand reaches out from the darkness and latches onto your wrist, causing memories of Adam doing the exact same thing to you come flooding back in a rush of panic and fear. Tells me not to gamble still. Yeah, that's good. That's good advice. He can't be here. He can't. Usually it's because it's like a force of habit, and also it's like their only form of dopamine. But you can just play video games, and you get those hits of dopamine for free. So, well, not always for free. But video game. Vidya?
Gamba game.
And then you could play Gamba games. Oh my god. Before you can open your mouth to even scream, the hand yanks you inside. Another clamping over your lips as the door clicks shut. Your pulse palpitates. In fear as you try struggling out of your captor's hold. Isn't this just... Okay, let's save. Let's save, chats. What do we do? Do we bite hand or go limp? I go hard every time. Survival instincts kick in, and you chomp down on the hand covering your mouth. There's a shriek before you're shoved to the ground, your elbow banging painfully against the floor. Above you stands a tall, disheveled figure veiled by darkness. They nurse their hand, cursing underneath their breath as they inspect the bite mark you left. The voice is distinctly female. Aunt Ruth? What the hell was that for? Yep, it's your aunt, all right. I thought you were someone else. Who else would I be? No one else lives here, you stupid brat. Oh. She turns and you hear the deadbolt lock into place, followed by the rapid succession of 4 more clicks coming soon after. Jesus. When did you get all those extra locks? There was only 1 the last time you checked. Aunt Ruth? Shh! Spittle flies from her lips as she shushes you and your mouth clamps shut with a resounding snap of your teeth. The most I've won is $10. Usually, the small amount is what they only get you to win. Like, it's pretty common to win like a small amount because what you do is you buy another ticket with that ticket. Like, that's what people do. Watches your aunt presses her ear against the door, quieting her breathing like she's afraid someone will overhear. There's only two possible reasons for this. Either the problematic neighbors are drawing penises on her flamingos again, or something really sketchy is going on. No pun intended. When Ruth finally pulls away from the door, she breathes a dramatic sigh of relief, full on pressing a hand to her chest and thanking God as if you're not standing there, witnessing the whole debacle. Before you can comment on her erratic behavior, your aunt turns to you with her arms crossed over her chest, clucking her tongue. Now tell me why you're here. When you don't answer fast enough for her liking, she sneers. What? Did your uncle demand you take something else from me? Sorry to disappoint the two of you, but I have nothing left to give. I'm not here because of him. I'm here because my living situation has gotten a bit complicated, and I need a place to stay while I sort things out. Your auntie's eyes narrow, or at least you imagine they do, considering you can't see due to the distinct lack of lighting. But you know your aunt's change in expression due to the disturbance in the air, a slight shift in the winds. You train long and hard to read situations like this, guided by your Getty ancestors. What? Excuse my rudeness, chat. I'm uncultured and stupid, so if you could explain to me what a Getty is, I'd love to know. I'm stupid. Oh, okay. Star Wares joke aside, you just know her by... Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. Oh my god. It was supposed to be Jedi. It was Jedi. Chat, don't bother telling me. Ah, so you're only visiting because you want something from me. Why am I not surprised? The comment irks you. Who were you delivering those guns for again? Certainly not yourself. That road trip from hell is the entire reason you're in this mess with Adam in the first place. If you never crossed paths, it's not like you want to room with her, but you've got nowhere else to go. Bro was not ready. I didn't understand it either. I feel stupid as fuck, chat. Not when you discovered your worst fear a couple of hours earlier, when it was my worst fear. You. Oh my god, please. Park Bend, Arizona, 9:15 a.m., aka 2 hours earlier. After repairing your shoulder and taking a quick power nap in the front seat of your car, you find yourself sandwiched between booths at Breyer's Bar and Grill, nursing a glass of water with an empty plate in front of you. You're drawn in by the warm smells and advertisement of cheap food. Searching your car for pocket change, you manage to scrounge up just enough in order to get something decent and moderately filling. Nice. Either way, your jaw unhinged when you dug into your meal kind of scared the waiter off. Bro's shaggy out here eating a triple-decker sandwich. He hasn't asked to refill your glass, and every time you glance over at him, he looks a little pale, opting to converse with other patrons instead. Yo, fill up my water, bitch! Not that you mind. Chat, funny story one time. Oh, I'll tell you at the end of stream, okay, actually. I'll tell you a funny story about something funny that happened to me at a restaurant one time. As long as you're allowed to loiter while you come up with a plan, you don't mind the lack of service. Besides, after running into Adam and Saffron, conversing with normal people proves difficult. You struggled a bit before, which is why your inner circle of friends remains few and far between. And now everyone is a potential threat, and in order to survive, you need to approach things carefully. Well, if I can unlatch my jaw on command, I can't imagine what the gluck is like, This includes interacting with strangers. What you need is a friend or family member you can trust. Someone who can help you while you try to decide if you're going to keep your apartment or skip town. Temporary place of refuge. You make a mental list of potential prospects, crossing out those who live out of state or those whom you've lost contact with, eliminating almost everyone in the process. All except for one. Aunt Ruth comes to mind due to her sheer proximity and availability rather than the level of trust you share with her. But she's your best bet. What's a friend? Apparently family you hate. Still, you can return home and put this entire thing behind you thanks to the possibility of Adam losing interest. Maybe you thought you were an easy target, and you weren't, so maybe a drunken shout draws your attention towards the front of the bar where an older gentleman waves a busted TV remote in the air. Batteries! Get me fucking batteries! I'm gonna miss the big game because of this stupid celebrity bullshit! His words slur together in a tangled mess.
When the bartender ignores him, the man leans across the counter and tries yanking at the man's pants. Hey, yo, what? The bartender rolls his eyes as he cleans a glass with a white dish towel and simply steps away. We've been over this, Jamie. Please don't make me call the police on you again. The drunk man, or Jamie as the bartender calls him, slumps back in his seat and he grumbles as he chucks the remote onto the bar. Folds his arms over his chest like a spoiled child who just got told he couldn't have dessert before dinner. Your eyes glide up towards the TV to see what channel the TV is stuck on when your entire body goes rigid. I don't think I've ever seen batteries doing it. Adam. When he's on the TV, he's gonna have some sob story. On screen, the camera captures close-up shots of Adam's signature purple hair to his iconic earring before finally landing on his face. He beams at the camera with the exact same smile he wore moments before he plunged the knife into your shoulder. A wolf in sheep's clothing. He really knows how to blend in, huh? That's psycho killers for ya. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Your nails dig into the meat of your thigh, wishing you could expose his true identity, when the camera switches over to the interviewer, who already wears a smile of her own. She introduces herself as Lawrence de Tefano and exudes practiced confidence that one can only develop after years of working with A-list celebrities. Today, we're here with Adam Godin, composer and lead vocalist of Cake. She turns to him and straightens a stack of laminated cards on her knee. Now, Adam, I heard about the accident and wanted to make sure you can handle doing this interview. Don't worry about rescheduling. Just be honest with me. How are you feeling? Your stomach plummets at the mention of an accident. An interview from today? Sure enough, there's a slight bulge underneath his shirt right above his hip bone. Clear-cut evidence he made his way off the highway with the scars to prove it. Part of you wishes he bled out on the asphalt, but you knew the blade didn't go deep enough to cause irreversible damage. You meant to maim, not kill, unlike a certain someone. I should have fucking killed him. And now here that certain someone is, continuing on with his life while you're loitering at an 18 and up bar out of fear. Okay, why did I mention 18 and up? Aren't all bars 18? What? Dude, it's a bar. What, you want to go to a bar with kids in it? What the fuck are you on, dude? What? What complete and utter bullshit. I'm great. Lawrence, and happy to be here. My injury was pretty shallow, and we're just taking extra precautions to ensure my recovery goes smoothly. I'll be up and running again in no time at all. I feel like 18 and up bar is not legal then, would it? I don't know. I guess there are bars where you can take your kids, man. I guess people do that too. Turns towards the camera and you tense on reflex. It's as if he's looking straight at you with those sharp, introspective eyes. Smile he gives the camera comes slow and mocking. After all, you can't get rid of me that easily. Lawrence gives a good-natured laugh, but the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. To anyone else, he's a man determined to get back on his feet, but you know the comment was meant for you. It's his small way of saying he's not letting you go. Daddy? What, chat? Not by a long shot. You stare at the melting ice in your glass, trying to control your breathing as the interviewer presses a hand over her heart. I think I can speak for most of us when I say we're happy to hear that you have such a wonderful support system taking care of you. Oh no. Now that you mentioned a while back that you and members of Cake are pretty close, I assume they're part of your support system? Of course. They're like my brothers. They're my family. Same goes for my manager. I think he's just wearing the hoodie now, but he still has the fishnet gloves kinda, just not all the way up. Oh? Then does he tell his found family about his cute hobby of disemboweling people? Do they go on brotherly bonding expeditions and laugh in the faces of their victims? At least him and his manager do. Are all the members of Cake just as messed up as their leader? Or a better question yet, are they all looking for you, the lamb who managed to escape the slaughter? Panic rises in your throat. You pinch the bridge of your nose, close your eyes and breathe deep as you hear the soft coos of the audience. You can't let him get the best of you. You'll get through this. And besides, what are the odds the rest of his hand members know and participate in what he does? The chances are slim. You're okay. You're safe. He's probably the only person looking for you right now, and he's busy and on live TV. You're fine. You glare back up at the screen with newfound determination, and Lawrence smiles. Her severe features softened by this expression. I can tell. You and... I'm sorry, what was your manager's name again? Saffron. Adam leans back in his seat, crossing one long leg over the other, wearing the most radiant smile as he looks at the camera. Saffron Albrecht. Your heart stops for a moment. He did not just say Saffron. Not the same Saffron you ran into hours earlier. There's no fucking way he found you that easily. But your gut tells you he did. Now Saffron's card burns a hole through your pocket. Unable to ignore the facts any longer, you withdraw your wallet from your pocket with shaking fingers and pluck out the business card given to you hours earlier. Sure enough, in Boston white ink, Saffron's full name stares back at you. Saffron Albrecht. Saffron Albrecht, who works with Adam's band. Saffron Albrecht, who licked your blood off his fingers like it was gamer gal bathwater. That I was not expecting to see that referenced here. Wow. Miss Belle Delphine, did you write this? The same man who ran into you at the gas station, which is only a 10-minute drive from here. That's Saffron Albrecht. Saffron Albrecht up. He knows what your car looks like, and the license plate numbers. He saw you get in it. He watched as you drove away. He thought it was odd he didn't follow you. You were prepared for that because you thought he was just another creep. But now... You stand up so sharply, you almost knock your table over as you frantically scramble out of the booth. This is bad. Really bad. There's no doubt that your meeting with Saffron wasn't just a big coincidence. He was probably patrolling the entire area looking for you, and bada bing, he found you within 24 hours. You can only surmise one reason he didn't come after you. It's because he's saving you for Adam. And once Adam finds out what area you've hidden yourself in, he's going to come for you. And not the sexy kind of come either. What? What? Why is the author just throwing in sexy puns? Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, what? Nice. Come. I never leave home without a jar of it. You need to leave and get to your aunt's now. You almost steamroll past a waiter carrying a large platter and apologize over your shoulder as you hurry out the front doors. Dine and dash, Pog? A voice calls out to you, but you ignore it, too occupied with getting the hell out of Dodge. The Arizona heat almost knocks you off your feet for the second time today, but you power through as you race towards your car and hop inside. The waiter who called after you is frantically waving his hands over his head. You rev the engine and peel out of the parking lot, not even paying attention to what the waiter or what he holds in his hands. We just dined and dashed, bro. Damn. We're criminal scum. We deserve to die now. Current time. Park Bend, Arizona. Go home. I'm not here to run a charity case. Aunt Ruth's harsh words snap you out of your flashback. They're clipped, leaving zero room for debate as she rifles through a nearby cupboard. There's a bunch of liquor inside. Vodka, rum, moonshine even. Nice! A good portion of them are half drained, and your aunt scratches her head, muttering to herself. When she notices you watching, she slams the cupboard shut. Go on, leave. I already told you you're not welcome here. Now get. From the set of her jaw to the outward jut of her hip, you can tell she's 2.2 seconds from going off. She's a stubborn woman with a southern grit and a nasty attitude to boot. But if there's one thing you know about her, it's her weakness for free manual labor. The entire reason she claimed to have married your uncle was because he took over the housework and paid the bills. Another grit reference. Clock stays winning. This is better than a clock reference, actually, chat. It's a Twitch watcher reference. A bona fide user. But you need to barter with her for a safe place to stay. Your eyes drift towards the sink, clustered with grimy dishes and cups filled with souring milk. Why is she drinking so much milk, chat? Milk? And why is she not rinsing the cups, dude? Milk? They tower like a fragile stack of cards ready to blow. Pick up a fork with dried flecks of something on the tines and wave it around. I'll take care of any and all chores if you let me stay. Her lips twist like she just sucked on a moldy lemon. But her jaw loosens, and her initial stubbornness recedes. And grocery runs. Done and done. She hesitates, but clearly it's just for show because she wants you to think she's doing you the world's biggest favor. Then, fine, but if you slack off, I'll boot your ass out back where little old Laverne sleeps. Laverne's a cactus. She's talking about a cactus. Won't be a problem. Aunt Ruth glances at her cabinet filled with the devil's juice, a codename she and your uncle called their liquor in front of you when you were a kid. When you asked for some at the tender age of 9, your uncle gave you a normal juice instead and tinged it with red food coloring. Then your aunt threw a fit after she found out he gave you the last cup. Her temper tantrum lasted for 4 days. Yeah, and an adult woman rampaging about juice. There's a reason your uncle's your favorite relative, despite not being blood related to you. Why did he love her? Damn, Aunt Ruth's got some moves. Aunt Ruth opens the cupboard once more. While she's busy, you replace your fork with a sharp knife and hide it in your pants, despite the fact that it's dirty. Ooh. Better to be prepared if you're going out again. Then make yourself useful and get me a carton of orange juice for my vodka and 3 scratch tickets, the $5 ones. Locates her purse and hands you 2 crumpled $20 bills. If there's anything left over, get some paper plates. You got it. About to reach for the door, but quick as a whip, she's already ahead of you and unlatching all the locks. Don't even have time to think as you're ushered outside and tossed onto the porch. The door slams behind you, followed by locks snapping into place. You look at the money in your hands and reach for your back pocket where your wallet should be. Only, it's not there. She took it? Oh no, he has my wallet. Oh my god, dude. You search your car next, underneath your seats in the center console, as well as the glove compartment box. Not there either. Then you remember the waiter calling it after you, trying to draw your attention. Oh my god. Now you understand why. You left your wallet at the bar. Shit. Him. That's just wonderful. Let me guess, he's at the bar picking up our wallet? Park Bend, Arizona. Yep. Wow. Adam enters Briar's Bar and Grill with slumped shoulders and the aura of a man who just lost everything. Pulls his baseball cap down to shield his eyes as he takes a seat at the bar before waving the bartender over. Hey, yo, dude! Thomas! Yo, I'm much more interested in Thomas, dude. Thomas! How you doing, bro? What can I get you? Adam makes sure his voice cracks a little around the edges as he answers. Bourbon on the rocks, please. He lets out a pathetic sniff while the bartender pulls out a glass. Holy shit, he's acting like I dumped him or some shit. He works with practiced efficiency, but Adam can sense the man's growing curiosity and concern over his behavior by certain cues in his body language. Like the way that the bartender chews at his lips as if he's debating on asking if Adam's alright. You never ask someone if they're alright at a bar, okay, Chad? They're at a bar. They're not alright. Or the way he places Adam's drink of choice in front of him, soft and polite, as if he's afraid of startling a deer. Because he knows that if he bothers you, he's going to be stuck listening to you yap for hours. He's a natural empath, one that can easily be exploited for information. Perfect. Is there anything else I can get you? Adam solemnly shakes his head. No, I'm fine. Thank you, though. Keeps his voice soft and quiet as he rubs away the condensation on the lip of the glass. Forces himself to keep a straight face as the man shifts from foot to foot. It's almost too easy. Excuse me, that's like asking... Then as predicted, hey, are you okay, man? Adam swallows thickly. Why does this guy have such thick fucking cum in his mouth all the time? He can feel the man growing more and more worried. He's got his attention. This is perfect. Just got a lot going on. I'm sorry. He sighs and pushes away the drink. I don't even feel like drinking this. I'm just a mess right now. The man hesitates, but puts Adam's bourbon off to the side and braces his crossed arms against the countertop as he leans forward. Adam scrubs a hand down his face to hide his smirk. He really should try out for acting one of these days. He's too good at it. After he finds you and slits your pretty little throat, he'll bring up the idea to Saffron. Knowing Saffron and his desire for the band to reach grander heights, he's almost certain he'll agree. But first things first, he needs to weasel some information out of this guy. Chat's a little scary today, but that's okay. I like it. I like scary chat instead of horny chat. You can talk about it if you want. I'll listen. Adam shakes his head, face still covered. It's so hard not to laugh. Ooh, why are these people so easy? Hot, knows how to swallow, Dom, and rich. He really is the total package. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I prefer to live my mommy-dommy sessions. Clears his throat of laughter, although the bartender will think otherwise. I don't want to bother you. I've already done enough today. No, it's okay. That's what bartenders are here for, yeah? He's so sweet and sincere, Adam could puke. But instead, Adam just lowers his hand and lets out a deep, shuddering breath. It's silly, but I got into a fight with my significant other. It started off as a light argument. They were frustrated over something I said, and I responded negatively because I didn't think it was that bad. Adam sniffs again, then it spiraled from there, and they ran out of the house. I've spent hours looking for them, but I don't know where they ran off to, and they won't answer their phone. I'm scared they got hurt. Bartender grows solemn. Well, maybe I can keep an eye out and tell them that you're looking for them. What do they look like? Adam whips out his phone and shows them a picture of you. It's one he grabbed off your social media and saved for this exact purpose, photoshopping the two of you together in order to feed into his story. Oh my god, dude. Master stalker, dude. Wait, he's the celebrity, dude, and he's the stalker. The bartender takes Adam's phone and scratches the back of his head. Oh yeah, actually, they were here a couple hours ago. Adam perks up. Really? Are they okay? They're not hurt? The man gives Adam his phone back. No, they seemed a bit jittery, left their wallet behind. Pats the back of his pocket for emphasis. I picked it up and tried calling after them, but they seemed like they were in a hurry, keeping it on hand in case they come back looking for it. Adam looks down at your photo with faked fondness. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Maybe they're still near here. Sorry I couldn't help more. Adam allows a few fake tears to slip from his eyes and he rubs them away with his thumb and forefinger. As if on cue, the bartender rounds the counter and soothes Adam with a comforting pat to the back. A warm, comforting presence to some, but to Adam, it's annoying. Dude, I really want to see this guy's tattoos. What the hell, man? They look so cool. Pathetic. Still, it's given him the perfect opportunity, and what kind of man would Adam be if he didn't take it? He stands up and hugs the bartender, who stiffens in surprise at this sudden gesture. He's stiffened because he's hard, and it's brushing his leg. Adam gives the man a hard squeeze around the shoulders, playing up his gratefulness in order to distract him from where his other hand traveled. Excuse me! Stay away from my pants! Sir? His fingertips brush the top of your wallet. Without hesitation, he slips it out and into his own back pocket. This happens within a matter of seconds. The bartender doesn't even notice, nor does anyone else. He's got what he wanted, plus more. Now it's time for him to leave before he overstays his welcome. He withdraws a decent-sized tip and places it on the counter. Thank you again. Relief. Really. Before the bartender can even respond, his eyes going wide at the amount of money, Adam's already out the door and heading back to his car. Wow. Let's go! I like his tattoos. Yeah, it's cool. It must be like, I'm not sure what the pink is. So it's roses, some kind of flowers, and I guess a snake. And it changes from, yeah, it changes from black, white to green. But then he's got that pink. Or like orange, orangish red. I'm not sure what that is. I'm wondering what that is. That's all I'm wondering. And it's also on both arms. I don't know if that's just like a shadow on him or something. Because around his neck he also has it. So maybe that's just like the shadow of his like dark skin. I don't know. Before the bartender can even respond, his eyes going wide at them. Okay. He inspects your wallet a few minutes later, away from prying eyes at a rest stop. Adam smirks to himself as he draws it out with relish. Is it not his skin? I wasn't sure if it's the shadow, because... Okay, Baka? Okay, I wasn't gonna do it, but come on, what's up with that? Nah, okay, that's... Come on, bro. Come on, okay, tan people don't have different shadows on their skin, okay, bro? I'm just gonna say that now, okay? I wasn't sure. But I'm telling you right now, it ain't that different, okay? My skin, like, people's skin don't just turn orange, okay? You know? Okay, it's much similar to this, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not shitting on the artist. I just saw it differently, okay? Who would have known you would have been this careless? Why that tattoo though, man? What that tattoo though, man? That's not... I even said, is that supposed to be his shadow or is that supposed to be a tattoo? Like, I considered it, but it just looks so... It just looks so red. Like, I was like, nah, dude. That's not the color it'd be. So, well, it depends on the artist's style. I'm just saying, it just looked jarring. It was just so bright red. Like, brightly colored compared to his regular skin tone. If anything, you'd think it'd be darker, not brighter. For someone who's invaded him for so long, you keep making mistake after mistake. It's really sad. He hums to himself, tapping the corner of your wallet to his lips while grinning. Oh yeah, Ginger's not here anymore, so we're gonna switch back to this. Hee hee. Damn. He wishes he could see the expression on your face when you return to the bar to find out someone was looking for you. You're smart enough to draw your own conclusions from his trail of breadcrumbs. He licks his lips, delighted at the pleasurable thought of you trembling in fear, like a lost little lamb cornered by the big nasty wolf when the bartender tells you, will you die on the spot right then and there? She just left. She was on the PC and now she's not on the PC anymore. Or will you wait for him to show his face first before succumbing to the realization that he's inescapable? He hopes it's the latter. Adam can't wait for the chance to finally break you, but he needs to find you in order to do so. He looks back down at your wallet and traces the faux black leather with his thumb, noting the worn inside and distinct smell of you. It's almost too much, the way you flood his senses with your cloyingly sweet scent. So he breathes through his mouth and focuses on sorting instead. Adam gets a sense of who you are as he rifles through your rewards cards, studies your driver's license, and counts each coin down to the last penny. What? Why the coins? What? He gleans superficial facts about you, things easy to spot, even without your wallet, and put them aside for a rainy day, next to your crumpled up receipts. I keep my receipts? No, I don't. He scours through them. They range from small purchases to much larger grocery runs. None of them are relevant. Actually, if you had grocery runs, well, I guess he has my license, which would have my address, so it's over. It's over, boys. He knows it's me. He knows where I live. It's fucking over.
Wow.
What? Morgan Stratford, your belly button is your old mouth. I mean, in a way, yes. What if you have an Audi and it's like completely closed off, though? What is it then? Unfortunately, I have an innie. So, wow. He glosses through each of them with learned efficiency until he lands on the last one. My mother had... Let's not talk about our belly buttons, chat. Keep your disgusting stories away from me. It belongs to a gas station that's quite out of the way from your residential area. The date is from yesterday, early in the morning, and quite a few hours before you pulled over to help him thinking he was a hitchhiker. He doesn't know why you drove down that deserted highway. You never needed to ask why people did the things they did before he killed them, because they never escaped. Not until you. But these are the most important questions because they're possibly a clue to where you're hiding. For what reason did you go into the outskirts of Park Bend? And why do so before making what he assumed was a long trip? He searches the other receipts for possible answers, but there's none. Adam leans back in his seat, pondering over loose theories, none of which hold any merit. Then it hits him. You were visiting someone. Maybe a friend, or a relative, or a lover. It doesn't matter why you visited them, but the possibility that you did, as well as the possibility that you were hiding out at their place, could lead him back to you. She joked that she has a third... Stop telling me. Ugh. It would explain the lack of receipts. There's no other reason for you to visit. Any groceries would sit in a blistering hot car for hours. He doubts you visited a restaurant. No, you visited someone. But who? That's a question he can't solve on his own, not without help. He flips open his phone and calls Saffron. I need you to do something for me. You. Oh, it's back to me, eh? Oh, awesome. You sit outside in your idling car while beating yourself up for a solid 10 minutes. Mistakes were made. Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot, dude. This is why you don't put your wallet in your back pocket, chat. You put it in the front, you know? Okay? Good advice, put your wallet in the front pocket. 1, so it's harder to lose. 2, so you don't fuck up your back, too, because you're sitting on it all the time. One piled on top of another, and crushing you under their weight. Did you notice Adam doesn't have a belly button? What? What do you mean Adam doesn't have a belly button? I haven't been looking, 1. But also 2, I'm pretty sure bro has his pants pulled up really high, like in a weird fashion. The biggest being the fact that you agreed to drop off those stupid guns. Should have played sick or let your phone drift to voicemail, because when your family calls, it's never for anything good. Yeah, that's what I do, chat. You just don't pick up the phone. Only answer texts. That's the answer to everything. You want to bang your head against the dashboard until you pass out. Of course, you left your wallet because, of course, everything that can go wrong will. You're so fucking tired of this, of the games, of hiding, of panicking, and not knowing what to do. Adam should be the one who's afraid, not you. The bandages covered it. He was stabbed in the side after all. That's true, too. There you go. See? See? I remember something was covering it, though. I remembered something was covering his, like, lower, like, torso. Play along with the fake calls. Or the prank call. Or prank call the not right call. Not when he's the one who has everything left to lose while you have nothing. But he's after your life. And while it's shitty at times, you're kind of attached to it. Going out once for a grocery run wouldn't be so bad if you could just order future stuff online. But losing your license and debit card means you'll have to wait. And the last time you tried replacing your debit card, it got lost in the mail. And you were forced to wait 2 extra weeks. Delivery service sucks here. Yeah, because someone stole it. So more than likely, it's going to happen a second time around. Which leaves you with 2 options. Yeah, mail people be going through your shit, by the way. Just telling you now. Either go back to the bar, risk running into Mr. Relentless, but minimize the need to go outside as frequently. Or hope the delivery guys don't fail you and risk going out to get groceries for the next few weeks. Neither option is great. But going to the bar makes for one big risk while the other makes for multiple. The choice is obvious. You have to return to the bar. Yeah. It's pretty in other countries, it's pretty common for mail,
like mail postal workers and stuff to open your not anything that's not like business or government related. They cut those things open. They fucking have like a way of doing it. Look at the cash your aunt handed you. There's like a lot of stories of like people being like, yeah, I put cash in an envelope, sent it, and then the cash wasn't there when it got to the location. Happens like quite often. I've never heard of it happening where I live in Canada, but it definitely happens there. And in Canada, at the very least, they're looking at your packages because the Canadian import government and stuff, they have to open up your package. They have to check on that. You think they're X-raying every single package? Nah, they're just opening your shit. They do it at the airport, yeah, but they're not here. Look at the cash your aunt handed you, wishing she used debit cards instead. But the woman refuses to expose herself to the online feds. Works under the table. Everything comes either in crisp dollar bills or nothing at all. She always errs on the side of caution, but in all honesty, maybe you should take a few notes from her book. Especially with Adam on your tail. But you at least have something you didn't last time. The sharp kitchen knife glints in the passenger seat. I'm gonna keep a knife on me? Sure, it's grimy, but you at least can defend yourself rather than being defenseless. I'm gonna stab bro, and if he lives the stabbing, I'm gonna give him some nasty ass disease because the mold growing on the knife. You mentally prepare yourself on the drive over. There's no telling if you'll have to use it. I'm gonna give bro salmonella at the same time. Park Bend, Arizona. Ruth stands beside her bed, looking down at an old photograph from before she ever got married. Wow, Ruth, you always were gray? How did your husband marry you? You're literally gray. Is this another flag color, I wonder? I don't know the flag colors by heart, okay? The one where she's in front of her old church the day after her high school graduation. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way they're connecting this. No way. Here, she's younger. Prettier. Hopeful for the future. Sharp contrast to the woman reflected in the glass. Her eyes tired from battling nightmares and skin wrinkled from age. How would her younger self feel seeing her now? Probably ashamed and disgusted. She knows herself well enough to see that much. Back in those days, everything was sorted into neat little boxes, and anything that stood out of it was a menace to society. Oh, and those ideals matched that of her friends perfectly. So much so that her mother used to tease the six of them about being a hive mind. She's also the one that took this photo, catching Ruth and her friends mid-laughter with their matching cotton dresses of alternating teals and pinks. How many years has it been since then? She's lost count. So they inspect all packages? Like anything bigger than like a certain size or weight, they inspect. If it's really, really small, they don't inspect it. But like anything bigger, like anything slightly large is like immediately opened up. I know this because I went through hell to buy a computer one time. It hasn't been that bad ever since, but yeah, it's cool. Also, one time I ordered a sweater and they ripped that shit open. And then put it in another bag. It was cool. She's lost count. It's hard to keep track of months, and I don't care that much. Just don't get certain things ordered, right? And don't be embarrassed when you order a sex toy and they used it, you know? Oops, extra flavor. It's hard to keep track of months and days and years when they all bleed together in one monotonous heap. Her ex-husband was the reason she was able to keep track of time. And now he's gone, taking all of her precious guns with him. Did he know the real reason why she slept with a knife under her pillow and a revolver in her nightstand? Did he take them out of spite? Or is he really that thick-headed? She'll never know. Ruth places the photo back into her drawer for safekeeping, places the frame face down before slamming the drawer shut. She doesn't want anyone to lay eyes on her one treasure. The rest of the photographs she had got lost after she moved from state to state. Now it's all she has left of. Is this a color, by the way? Is this like a flag? This purple, this pink, purple, and like red? Is this like a flag, chat? I don't know. I'm stupid, but Someone said the guy's tattoo was a flag, and I'm starting to think maybe this lady's is a flag too, or something. Her hair doesn't.
She's a red flag.
She is a red flag, but still. There's a crash, and Ruth screams before slapping her hands over her mouth. What was that? What was that? Her gaze skates over to the source of the crash, and she watches as a large hand grips the ledge of the window. Oh my god, dude. This is actually horrible. I feel so bad for her. Oh no. No, 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 no. Did they find her? The same person that got Alice and Grady and Chelsea. Wait, what? Yet who else could it be? There's no one else who would do this. No one else she's feared for all this time. Wait, her other friends got murdered? Holy shit, this backstory. But how did they find her? She's always been careful, never leaving too many traces of herself online, and moving whenever she needed to. How are they here? Then it clicks. You must have brought them here. You stupid little... There's the crunch of boots and a soft huff of breath as someone crawls in with a head full of dark blue hair. Ruth watches with horror as a figure drops to the floor with practiced ease and rises from the ground like Lucifer himself rising from hell. The intruder wipes the sweat off his forehead, giving a soft little huff of breath from the effort of breaking in. It's so nonchalant. You just let this guy? Bitch, you had so many guns, and you're telling me you didn't grab a knife in this time? What were the guns for if you weren't going to be able to react? It's so nonchalant. Like, I understand people go into shock and all that stuff, but what was the point of spending all that money on guns if you weren't going to be prepared for when it actually happened? Come on, dude. At least do some, like, exercises, like shock training. I don't know. Like, he's used to getting away with this sort of thing without facing any repercussions. This roots her to the ground, her body frozen in place. Move. Move. Her breathing comes in unsteady pants. She can't bring herself to even wiggle a pinky finger. She's so scared. Why is she so weak? She's always been so weak. Back then with her and now with this man who poses a threat to her life. And oh God, help her. The man takes his time, facing Ruth as he peels off his blue wig and cap, tossing them both to the ground with relish. Where did he get the relish from? He groans as he raises his head, massaging his scalp underneath the tangled mess of purple hair. His cross earrings glint in the light, capturing Ruth's full attention. Wait a moment. Why does he have that? She knows that earring. I knew it! I saw that earring on the girl in the photo. But she hasn't seen it since the unfortunate news about Clarissa came out. And back then it wasn't an earring, it was a necklace. In fact, it was a pendant that belonged in a necklace. A gift she gave to Clarissa for her birthday so many odd years ago. So where did he get it? Ah, now that's much better. The man groans and Ruth stiffens at the melodic nature of his voice. It's almost eerie how similar he sounds. Just a more masculine version of her. And those eyes. Ruth's hands fly to her mouth as she tries covering her shock. You're not who I'm looking for. His boots crunch over the broken glass as he covers the distance between them. She shrinks back. Please don't hurt me. The intruder slowly lifts his arm so she can see the hilt of a blade tucked at its side. He smirks at the way she shrinks back, reveling in the effect he has on her. He's sick. Twisted. Ruth backs up against her nightstand. Her fingertips drift towards the handle of the drawer and she works on inching it outward. What do you want from me? Don't you see I have nothing to give? I beg to differ, but I'm not the begging sort. His eyes wander over to where she's inching the drawer open. What do you have in there? I don't... She yanks the drawer open and her fingers brush metal before Adam yanks her away by the wrist. Ruth shrieks as he towers over her. You're not supposed to play with guns. They're dangerous, you know. He says, flicking his free hand towards the revolver. She still had a gun? She had so much time to grab it, dude. And you wouldn't accidentally want to hurt me, would you? Ruth's bottom lip trembles. She can't bring herself to answer, and the intruder rolls his eyes before they land on the picture hidden in her nightstand. Oh, what's this? He tries to grab her treasure, and Ruth's brain regains connectivity, grabbing his arm before he can. Don't touch that! There's venom in her voice, surprising both her and the intruder. The man actually cracks an annoyed smile.
I see the family resemblance now. Turns out you've got a bit of piss and vinegar in you as well. And honestly, it's really fucking annoying. He rips Ruth's hands off his arm, sending her tumbling onto her bed. Before she can make another attempt to stop him, the man picks up the group photo with a defiant smirk. Ruth knows when he spots her because his entire body goes rigid, eyes snapping wide open like blinds on a window. He mouths a single word, and just like that, Ruth's suspicions are confirmed. She never knew what happened to him. She didn't even recognize him at first because he'd grown so much and changed everything about himself. But now, I'm sure you don't remember me, Adam, but Adam's face goes stone cold, and the heat in the room drops 20 degrees, chilling Ruth to the bone. He grips the frame so hard the wood cracks from the pressure. Well, isn't this interesting? He looks down at her and the hatred in his eyes is absolute. If he didn't want to kill her before, she's almost certain he does now. There's no reason he wouldn't at this point. They both know what she's done, the grief she caused, that all of them caused, and now her karma has returned tenfold. She's going to die, and she knows it. Ruth scrambles backwards on the bed before she hits the wall and as he withdraws his knife. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Adam cocks his head, his grip on the hilt white-knuckled. No, you aren't. Ruth screams as the steel descends on her, causing a few lazy crows resting on her back lawn to go shooting up towards the graying skies. You. Oh, lovely, you just killed my aunt. Well, it's a good thing that she sent us grocery shopping, I guess. Although maybe if the two of us... maybe if the two of us were there, we might have actually survived. And now this is weird, because now I don't know if we're cousins. I don't think we're cousins. But a little concerning. A little fucking concerning. I don't think we're cousins, okay? Because she said friends, not family. So family friend, you know? The kid of a family friend, okay? Monsoon season sure picks one hell of a time to pop off. Torrential rain starts pouring down and soaking through your t-shirt, pants, and the worst offender of all, your socks, as you make your way into the bar. Your stomach growls at the fresh, warm scent of food, and you crave both something to eat and a fresh change of clothes. But that'll have to wait until you get back to your aunt's trailer. Not family, friend, cousins? Yes. Yes, that. Family, friend, cousins, as in, like, they were such good friends, they told you to call their friend uncle. Not to mention cleaning the massive stack of dishes if you want any utensils. We're in Arizona, which is kind of close to Alabama, I'm pretty sure.
They're like Italian. Everyone's cousin.
You're pretty sure something in that sink winked at you. Maybe you can sneak a purchase for some cheap rubber gloves from Dollar Street on your way back. A woman bustles past you and stomps on your foot as you try to make your way towards a waitress. What the fuck? Fuck that, smarts. What? Fuck that, smarts? Did she just stab your big toe with her 4-inch pump on purpose? By the way, she's smirking while texting on her phone sure says as much. What the heck was that for? Don't cut in line. You scowl, resisting the urge to pull an Adam by chucking her phone into the fish tank sitting nearby. I would have done it. But the fish didn't do anything wrong. You instead turn away and head towards the front, tossing a brief explanation over your shoulder. Not that you owe her one. I'm just here to get my wallet. I'm not waiting for a table. She grabs your arm, pulling you back, snarling. Hey, I said wait your turn. The action reminds you of him, and something inside of you snaps under the weight of it. Her next words die on her lips as you turn to face the woman in red, filled with so much audacity. Her hand drops limply at her side. When you move towards her, she holds her hands up, and you realize it's not your face she's afraid of. She's staring at your side where the kitchen knife rests. That makes a lot more sense. Well, it works well enough for you as long as she doesn't start complaining to staff. You don't really need the added trouble of getting pulled into a police station. Got enough to worry about. I'm not here to cause trouble. I just forgot something, so can you leave me well enough alone?
The woman nods, swallowing hard while she takes a step back. A few people behind her grow curious and peek over her shoulder. Great. Gotta love the scene she's causing, giving you yet another reason to hurry and get the hell out of here. When you make it past the crowd, you manage to catch one of the waitresses' attention while she bustles from table to table by tapping on her shoulder. Excuse me, but has anyone here found a wallet? The waitress jabs her thumb towards the bar, chewing loudly in her gum. Thomas mentioned something about finding one earlier. Oh, thanks. She waves you off as she continues on to her next table while you head towards a man dipped from head to toe in tattoo ink. As you approach, you overhear him making jokes with a middle-aged patron who pats at his potbelly. Nice. Jesse says dad bods are all the rage these days. Tattooed man Thomas chuckles as he pours the patron a drink, slides it over with well-practiced aim. Unfortunately, chat, the dad bod is not for pot-bellied fathers, okay? In fact, I think the dad bod craze was hilarious because I'm pretty sure it was just bears, right? Like, I'm pretty sure it was just bears. Or just handsome older men. Which I thought was fucking hilarious, dude. The tattooed man, Thomas, chuckles as he pours the patron a drink and slides it over with well-practiced aim. They're not wrong, you know. I'm sure you'll find someone who appreciates you for you. Just do yourself a solid and delete Winder. That coming from personal experience. Heard about it from friends, actually. I'm not really into the dating or hookup scene, so all of my horror stories come from them. Patron nods in understanding. Here's to that. Winder is dog shit. Thomas chuckles again, but stops once you step up to the bar. Gives you a once-over. His brow wrinkles, lips pursing. Have I seen you before? Maybe from earlier? I accidentally left my wallet behind and heard you found one? Thomas snaps his fingers, finally placing you. Wait, sorry. Right! I tried chasing after you, but you left in such a rush I didn't manage to return in time. Patron takes one large swig of his drink before he stands up from the bar and nods towards Thomas. Pushes a crisp $20 bill his way. I guess that's my cue. Thomas holds up finger up. You've had a few. Is Jesse on their way to pick you up? Patron rolls his eyes and waves Thomas off. Yeah, they're already parked outside. Thomas nods his approval and the patron gives both you and Thomas a two-finger salute before making his exit. What a good bartender. Thomas pats the now empty space in front of him. Feel free to sit. Can I get you anything? No, that's okay. I just came back to get my wallet. Don't want to chat with old Roy, eh? I'm a bit offended. His smile says he's not the least bit offended. You like him almost immediately. But you're also still in a hurry to get in and out, just in case Adam somehow figures out you're here. I like him a lot. He should be a love interest. He should be, like, this is just a demo, by the way, but, like, he should come save you at the end. Not really, though. I'm in a bit of a rush. Maybe next time? Pinky promise. Says it and actually sticks out his pinky. You laugh. God, it's been so long since you laughed. As you hook your pinky with his. We actually did nice. I would definitely do it. It's a deal. Thomas grins all boyish sincerity before drawing away and wiping down the other patron's glass. Glad to hear it. So, out of curiosity, did you and your boo make up? Your what now? My boo? You know, your man, your partner, your lover. Your mood shifts from soft, vibrant yellow, glowing and happy, to an uncertain purple tinged with fear. Damn, bro. I'm not a homophobe, okay? Just because he mistook someone for my boyfriend, I'm not that upset, okay? I'm kind of flattered if he thinks I could date a 10. What he says makes no sense, but I am dating a 10, so that's kind of nuts. Full goofy motherfucker activated. Yep. I don't... Came in here earlier looking for you. Said you two got into a fight and you ran off. He was really worried, you know. Afraid you got hurt or something. There's no doubt in my mind that man loves you. You scrunch your eyes closed as if it'll stop his words. Oh yeah, he loves me, alright. Loves to murder me. There's only one man searching for you, and he wants you dead. Adam. But how did he come in here without people noticing? He couldn't have unless... Oh, that little shit. He disguised himself, didn't he? Talk about being a chameleon. Changing shape and personalities to suit his environment. You probably already know all that, though. You know, you give a non-committal smile. Why would you not tell this man the truth? Why don't you tell him? This guy probably sees stalkers all the time at this bar, dude. What? Something like that. Thomas accepts this answer, and as he reaches into his back pocket, he frowns. Strange. We got busy earlier, so I just kept your wallet on hand, but did I drop it by accident? He lost it? No, wait. If Adam was here, he probably managed to get his grubby little hands on your property somehow, which is bad. Because knowing him, he's going to figure out a way to locate where you're staying. You don't know how, but your sixth sense is tingling. I'm so sorry, I swear The phone behind him rings, and he holds up a finger, mouthing another apology before he answers. Hello, Thomas from Briar's Bar and Grill speaking. How may I help you? There's a pause. Thomas rubs the back of his neck as he turns towards you. He mouths. Your boyfriend's on the phone. He knows you're here. Is he calling from outside, waiting for you to come out? Come out wherever you are? He's the type to turn this entire charade of his into a game. Thomas covers the receiver. You should really talk to him. Yeah, because talking will solve the bad blood going on between you and Adam. Blah, blah, blah. He wants to impale you on the tail end of his knife. No, he wants to impale you with his dick. But Thomas doesn't know that. Fine, let me talk to him. He motioned for the phone, and Thomas hands it over with a smile. Oh, this poor, sweet, naive man. Why wouldn't you say something like, help me? Like, bartenders get that. Bartenders are actually, a lot of the time, really nice, chat. Usually, they're like the first people to like call the cops on like guys trying to date, like try to like drug drinks and shit. Usually they're like the only person who cares. Yeah, they have to for their job, but also just usually they're nice. They're not that mean, okay? But this poor sweet naive man, Adam tricked him too, just like everyone else. Your words are cutting as you answer, wanting to get the first word in edgewise before you hear his stupid voice. Hello, honey. You hear sniffling and the sweet, soft, quiet sobs of a woman. It's not what you were expecting. Hello? You can hear Adam speaking in the background to someone. When the crying woman speaks, horror floods you like a broken dam. That's... Help me? You grip the receiver so tight you almost break it. Thomas mouths. Is everything okay? You wave him off, trying to appear more calm than you feel. How did he get to Ruth? How did he find her? How did he... Adam comes onto the line, unnervingly chipper. Oh, this fucking guy. Hear that? She's begging for your help. Won't you come and help her? Let her go. There's more shuffling. Your poor aunt's sobs get louder and you can hear her begging for Adam to put his knife away. You grind your teeth so hard you almost break one. How dare he? How dare he go for your family that you don't even like? When you get your hands on him, you'll go straight for the throat. You know, I didn't think looking for you would lead me to this shit stain, but as it turns out, maybe fate does in fact exist. Who would have thought? I guess I'll have to reassess my beliefs. This is between me and you, you fucking asshole. Leave other people out of this. Oof, touchy. You're getting all worked up. And here I am being nice enough to put your dear aunt on the phone. I'd say I'm being quite generous given the circumstances. What circumstances? Are you talking about stalking me to the ends of the earth? Because if I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a bit obsessed with me. Careful, Adam, or I'll start thinking you've got an unrequited crush. The words come out scathing, sharp as the kitchen knife hidden in your pants, and Adam goes silent on the other end. It's a sharp cry, and Adam responds with venom. Ever suggest something like that again, and I'll start chopping off parts of her body. Oh, okay. Go fuck yourself. You bite your lip to keep from saying anything else. It's one thing if it's between you and him, but another when your aunt's involved. She may not be your favorite person, but you still don't want to see her hurt. What do you want from me, Adam? You know what I want. You hate him. God, you hate him. You wish a stray bolt of thunder would blast him out of this existence and isekai his sorry butt into a world of pain and suffering. No, don't ask for a bolt of thunder. Zeus isn't gonna help you out. The only person who can now is Truck-kun. Beep beep bump. Isekai. Fine. Just leave Ruth out of this. Ugh. Acting so brave. It's kind of cute the way you try puffing yourself up to be bigger when in reality, you're just a scared little kitten. Are you gonna scratch me with those little claws of yours? Kitten, uwu? He's baiting you. Anything you say will give him room to hurt Ruth, and knowing him, he'll blame it on your behavior rather than his own sadistic tendencies. Send him to a Kame kill. You keep your mouth shut. So he can have a harem? No. I don't want him to have a harem before he dies. What? Cat got your tongue? When you still don't answer, he turns mocking. Hello? Hello? Are you still there? If you don't answer within the next minute, I'll drill a hole in your beloved aunt's head. The mouth not being on the lips on the side profile messes me up. Here, I'll move myself, but if you look at the cross, see the cross? It's a little into his, like, in his mouth. Like, a little into it. It's like, I don't know if you can see that little black line. Like, it's a little above it. See? And that's what's in, that's just, like, slightly bothering me. Just the tiniest bit. Not in a bad way, okay? Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, okay. There is a buff hot dude, though. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with his side profile. It's all good. If you don't answer within the next minute, I'll drill a hole in your beloved aunt's head. I don't get you. What was that? You're kinda quiet. I said I don't get you. Your hand slams against the countertop and Thomas jumps from where he's standing, halting the conversation between him and his new patron. Lovers quarrel. You explain to the patron and Thomas, who stare at you with concern. Back to Adam. You lower your voice a few octaves. I didn't even go to the police. I've left you well enough alone. Why can't you return the damn favor? Because you're a stain on this world, just like this aunt of yours. What do you even know about me? I've done nothing to you. I know enough. Now I'd suggest you refrain yourself from throwing another tantrum, or I'll make do on my promises. You do as I say, I'll let your aunt live. I don't think that's true, chat. I think he's a dirty fucking liar. You mean live long enough for her to watch as you slit my throat? Adam chuckles darkly. Either way, she gets to live another minute. If you don't comply, I'll kill her here and now. Not to mention, I've got eyes on that bar. They'll track you wherever you go. Now you'll be good and come back to me, won't you? Close your eyes, trying not to have a mental breakdown. You're trapped like a rat in a cage. And if you even try telling Thomas to call for help, he's going to kill Aunt Ruth the second you open your mouth. I mean, you could hang up the call and tell him to call the cops for a location as you're leaving. Like, you could just really quickly be like, you need to call the cops and send them to this location, and then leave. There's only one available option. You have to face him again, your literal worst nightmare. Fine. Where do you want to meet? Do I really need to spell it out for you? The trailer? Adam gives a slow clap, sarcasm dripping in his tone. That seems like a bad mistake on his part, because I could just not care about my aunt. I could just call the cops right now, send them after him. Like, my aunt may die, but, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, that's fine. Like, even if my aunt dies, it's fine. Because he gets caught.
Adam gives a slow clap, sarcasm dripping in his tone. Okay. Congratulations. You put 2 and 2 together. Now hurry up, or she'll play the consequences. She'll play them, she'll pay them. You let her die. Free inheritance! Joke's on her, she left all the guns to me. Your aunt screams, and then the line goes dead, with you standing in place trying to keep from hurling the tang of bile in the back of your throat, both strong and acidic. Your thoughts spiral out of control in a vicious tornado, tearing through common sense and destroying your sanity by the minute. Adam's resorted to using your own family as a bargaining chip in order to get what he wants. He's got Aunt Ruth. He's got Aunt Ruth. It's all your fault. Doesn't matter how you feel about her. This is your fight. Now she's been drugged into the middle of this sick and twisted game Adam is... I feel like this person really thought dragged was drugged. It works. I mean, it works. I'll take it. It works. I like it better, actually. This guy just be drugging everybody. You couldn't forgive yourself if she died because of you. You have to save her. You have to. A hand touches your shoulder and you jump like you were shocked with a live wire. You whip around to find Thomas staring at you with grown concern. You want me to drug you, Daniel? Alright. Alright, well, I mean, you have to promise to not do anything weird to me, okay? I'm asking you to not touch me, okay? You take those drugs and you leave, okay? You have to promise. Excuse me? What? Devil's avocado? Okay, well, they're not allowed to come over for the drugs either. Everything okay? You seem agitated. I'm asking you to not touch me. I'm not even coming. I won't even come close to you, dude. You're the one that asked me for the drugs, bro. Get them somewhere else. You know what? No, it's not even happening now. You don't get the drugs. Nope.
Daniel ruined it for everyone.
You ruined it for everyone, Daniel. You made it weird. You made it weird, bro. I wasn't gonna touch you, and all I asked was you not try to touch me.
Made him sad.
I made him sad, but you know what? This was for the right call. I avoided more blackmail and allegations. Clock stays winning. Everything okay? You seem agitated. Yeah, I just gotta head home. We've got some stuff to sort out. You know, couple stuff and all that. You can hear the tremor in your voice, but Thomas doesn't seem to notice. He just nods sagely. I wish you the best of luck. Fights with loved ones are hard, but they turn out okay, no matter the end result. Thomas, you are very naive and innocent if you believe that. Holy shit, Thomas. Holy shit, Thomas. Please, man. Please. You gotta try at least. Because that was terrible. Bro's like, watches like the most domestically abusive husband that from the bar goes home. Tells Thomas I'm gonna beat my wife, and he's just like, loved ones. They have their little squabbles sometimes. He gives your shoulder a reassuring squeeze as if to emphasize your point. Yeah, thanks for the help and advice. You hope he's right, because things are going to get dicey in the next half hour. You really don't know if you're going to make it out of this alive. Oop. Outside, you find the storms amplified tenfold. Debris picks up and flies through the air. Trees bend and almost break at the force of the winds. The weather matches how you're feeling right now as you sprint across the parking lot to your car. To your left, you can see headlights of a small reefer truck blasting your car with their windshield wipers whipping back and forth. When you get into the driver's seat and head straight for the highway, it pulls out after you and begins its pursuit. Try weaving in and out of its pursuit. Anything to shake them off. But no matter how hard you try, they always remain 2 tail lengths behind. It's not until the midway point that they start tailgating you. You assume this is what Adam meant when he said he had eyes on the bar. Whoever's in that car is his informant. That damn stalker. Did they call Adam as soon as you showed up? You're betting they did. How else would Adam know to call there? He knew what you were gonna do before you did it. He's playing a game of chess. Now he's getting closer to winning this nasty-ass game of his thanks to his helper. Your eyes go back to the reefer truck. And as soon as you stop, you peer into your rear view mirror to see if you can sneak a peek at the driver. Catch a flash of familiar white hair. As if sensing your eyes on him, Adam's informant waves. Saffron. These two bastards. You're half tempted to go into reverse and ram your bumper into the grill of his truck. Your hand hovering over the gear stick, fingers twitching at the idea. The urge is always there, Chad. Do it! My intrusive thoughts are popping out again. And they're about to win. No, you can't. You won't. Watch me. You're gonna get some ASMR. Your boyfriend, while talking to you romantically on the phone, crashes his car into another and explodes in a ghastly death. ASMR. You wrench your hand away and force it back under the steering wheel. If anything goes down, he'll tell Adam. He's not gonna tell him if we kill him. Yeah, I know. That's why I said it, Honda Nate. Thank you, though. Don't worry, we'll do our own one day. And then your aunt's blood will be on your hands. You need to stay compliant because now there's more than one life at stake here. Yours and hers. No, the game is called You and Him, not yours and hers. You need to play things carefully. It's your best shot at making it out of this alive, and without bringing any more harm to your family. Take a deep, shuddering breath. Stay calm, stay collected. Try to stay safe. Remember, chat, to keep yourself safe. The rest of the drive feels long and torturous as you force down your hectic thoughts. Thunder booms in the skies while wind tugs at your car, and your heart thuds well over the speed limit. When you finally reach the trailer park, everyone's lights are off, either asleep or out drinking. You pull in front of your aunt's mobile home and step out as the reefer truck stops behind you. They keep their lights on, illuminating your way as you walk up the steps. Oh my god, dude. You hesitate before knocking. Is this just a definitive end to this, by the way? I heard this was a demo. There would be more. This doesn't seem like there'd be more. There's a pause. Your breathing almost seems as loud as the rain. What awaits you behind this door? What have you come to find? When there's no response for over a minute, you almost consider knocking again. Then the locks start clicking. Click. He's in there. Click. Where will you run? Click. He's going to kill you this time. Click. Death is here. Your time is up. Over. Snap back to reality. You test the doorknob as you hear the last click. Inside, the lights are off. Glass crunches under the sole of your shoes, and with each step you feel like you're suffocating. He's here. He's here in the same room. Waiting. Watching. You can feel his presence in the dark lurking like a monster sizing up its prey. Why isn't he saying or doing anything? Usually he can't shut up because he loves hearing himself talk so much. At least from how he presented himself on that highway so long ago. You swallow the lump in your throat and dare to speak. I've done what you asked. I'm here. I'm the one you want. Now let my aunt go. You wait. Nothing but silence. You try peering through the darkness, searching for his silhouette, but everything blends together in odd shapes. You reach out for what you think could be him, but your hands land on the messy dishes from earlier. Where the heck is he? Your hand goes to your hip, waiting for him to tackle you to the ground like he did last time. Adam? Take a step back, wondering how he's managed to conceal himself in such a small space. Is he gonna springboard out from under the table like a toy Jack-in-the-Box? You wouldn't put it past him. Get ready to check under the table, just in case, and turn towards it. Something brushes your ankle, and you yelp, taking a few steps back. Lightning flashes, allowing light to appear through the broken window. You realize that's where the glass came from. And as for what's near your ankles, you scream at the same time. Thunder booms in the sky, lightning illuminating the room once more. What if it was just him, like, laying on the floor, trying to be all sneaky, and it's just like him smiling, laying on the floor? Oh, he's on the ceiling. Okay, never mind. I've been walking on the ceiling this whole time. Or he just has really long arms, and one of his arms was dangling from the ceiling. He scratched my ankle. Your aunt lays motionless on the ground with her body covered in blood that soaks through the brown carpet. And above her... Oh, never mind, he really is... Okay. Above her, on the ceiling, is Adam. Oh, no! He holds onto one of her arms while the other goes to scrub the streak of blood off his face. He finally speaks. His words drip with poison wrapped in velvet. Well, well, well. Steps over Ruth's body and drops her hand, his pace slow and dangerous like a hunter on the prowl. Take a step back, but hit something in the process and tumble onto the floor. Wait, okay, that's pretty good. See, chat, his shadow doesn't look like orange. See, it's all good. You stare up at Adam's wide frame in horror as he traces a hand along the curved edge of his knife. He then bends down to your level and tips your chin up with the point of his blade. His forever cruel smile returns as he continues. It would have been cooler if they put the knife in his hand. Looks like I've finally found you, my elusive little pest. Oh. Is that the end? Chapter 2. Saffron. Oh my god. Was that just chapter 1? Okay, never mind. We're not playing chapter 2 just yet. Ugh. I'm gonna leave off here. This is 3 hours. This is just... I'm pretty sure that we just hit chapter 2, right? That's what we just hit. I think... Okay, I think that was like the big deal, was that there is 2 chapters. We'll play about 2 hours plus for a full playthrough. Contains the prologue, chapters 1 and 2. I'll make a separate video for chapter 2, okay? This is a bit much, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Come on. I'm at 3 hours. I can't make a 5-hour long video, bro. I can't do that. Also, I don't want to stay up until 1 in the morning. I will, but not now. No, not now, okay? Maybe tomorrow that's what we'll play. I don't know if we'll wait till the weekend. Bro, he looks like Shinji from Fate, and Shinji is hideous. Oh. Did I save? I did, but I'll make another save slot. We'll go main menu. Yes. Excuse me, I still have that lingering cough. Sorry about that. I know it kind of makes the stream not as good, but what can you do? Thanks chat for watching. I appreciate that. YouTube, thanks for watching, you too. We'll play the rest of this game another time. This is just another day. I assume it's only gonna be like an hour and a half. We'll stream it sometime soon, I'm sure. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. YouTube, if you like this video, leave a like. Helps me out a lot, more than you probably think it does. And subscribe. If you like this video, we got lots of visual novels, dating sims, Yandere games. If you like a little bit of spice to your dating sim. But yeah, anyways, so it helps me out a lot. You know, we recently hit 10K. Want to keep that growth going. It's pretty awesome. So subscribe and join the basement. Clock's basement that doesn't exist. Yeah, anyways, thanks. Have a good one. I'm Clock. See you next time. Peace.